Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast. This is an animation podcast, also video games, also other things. And the theme is whatever we feel like. You're gonna have to live with that. I'm Ryan Rippity. Who else is here?
I'm your wife.
The chat's wife or my wife?
Yes,
What's your name, chat's wife?
you just said it. Oh, damn.
What? Say your
It's
damn
me,
name.
Reza. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a swell day. Cuídate.
Oh, well, we can't. We can have you can have your fun with Ryan and Rosa, but you know it ain't a Startcast without your third host. It's me, Seep.
Oh
It's your boy, Seep. I'm never gonna say that.
no, that's awesome. Like your Nickelodeon kids show catchphrase.
I'm not. I'm no Roy from Fairly Odd Parents in real life. Fairly Odder.
And it's our special guest.
We have a special guest here.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was just the three of us. You know, Ryan, Rosa, and Seep, the regular hosts of Ready to Start the Podcast. But we have an extra person here?
No. There's a friend here.
Yeah.
Who are you? What is
It
it? Who
is-
are you?
It is I, the blood relation of you might know her. She's been around a bit. Lou, maybe you've heard, maybe. Yeah.
I have
Lou's
no
crazy
idea.
sister.
Oh, okay. Well, I am her. I went from a sweet treat to a crab cake. So it's me, Crab Cake Ruth. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I can't wait to share all of Lou's secrets live.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I was personally asked by Seep to do this just
Yeah,
for that
Lou-
reason.
Lou is trying to, because Lou's been kind of like telling us like, oh, you gotta have my little sister. You gotta have my crazy little sister. Oh, there's so many like wacky stories that could happen with that. And I was like, okay, well, we'll see how that goes for you. And then so I've seen, now we're gonna now the real fun begins.
Oh,
Because
yes.
now you're gonna tell us all the juicy little secrets. Lou's gonna be completely blindsided.
Oh
This
yeah,
is gonna be a fun episode.
I can't wait. There's a lot to tell, you know.
Well, Ruth from Lou's sister. What do you do besides be Lou's sister?
Oh yeah. Oh, true. Yes. So I am an up and coming YouTuber, Cupcake Ruth. I do the most respected form of content on YouTube, which is reactions. It's actually been really fun. Been watching Delicious in Dungeon. So that's been pretty fun. I'm also the proud owner of the Out of Context Ed and Eddie Twitter. Currently at 50k followers. So let's keep it going.
So you're more famous than us, actually.
Actually,
no one
yeah.
actually knows
As far
who
as
I
the
am.
everything app goes.
What's your favorite Ed and Eddie?
My favorite Ed and Eddie.
Like episode or
or the
Yes.
Oh jeez, there's so many. Everyone hates this episode, but I really like If It Smells Like an Ed. I really liked it, but everyone
What is
hated it
that
because
one?
they're like, man, everyone blamed the Eds for stealing the stuff that they didn't do, and then they got punished twice in the episode. I'm like, it was a really fun episode though.
Ryan, I bet you hate that one.
what? I haven't
Well,
watched
that's
that one
like
in years.
That's the childhood autism psychology.
Oh
theory.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
I think I got lucky. I didn't watch a lot of Ed and Eddie when I was at the age that stuff bothered me the most. If I watched it now, I would just have the full knowledge of thinking it's funny that those horrible little boys get tortured.
right.
Yeah.
Listen.
So
Yeah,
you're
fun.
a YouTuber. Does that?
Ed-
Are you famous? I've never.
No.
Well, I've
Well,
never.
I don't know.
Do
Because
you make a lot of money on YouTube? How does it work on YouTube?
not yet. That's what I'm going for.
I could be a
I
YouTuber.
yeah, you could. Why don't you?
I should try it out.
Yeah. I think
I
you'd
should
be
do a
really
react
good at
Try it
video.
out, Steve. I think you could like drop the turkeys because you like turkeys.
Sorry, hold on. I was trying to find like a picture from It Smells Like Ed. I'm gonna send this to you guys first, and then I'll put it on
Okay.
screen. I can't believe somebody would make an image like this.
Hold on.
Here
Hold on.
here it is.
No.
I love this like DeviantArt kid image. I love it. Hold on, I need to get this on screen so bad.
Can we put this on the screen?
Oh, 100%.
This is a perfect. How did you find this?
I don't
This-
know. Oh man, my dad's gonna be me watching If It Smells Like Ed.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, it's like for some reason it's like one of the most hated episodes, but I'm like the content within it like is really fun
Oh, yeah,
because it's like
kids.
the Eds are like on this like kind of detective journey to figure out like who done it.
Right. But you know,
Yeah.
you know the reputation that like
Look at the images on
oh.
the screen.
character gets blamed for something unjustly in the
Yeah,
narrative. Like
I
that,
mean I get
that
it.
gets a
you
lot
know.
under a lot of people's skin.
I
But
feel like
you know it happens to them every episode though, so it's like you know.
do cartoons
Right,
like have like infamously hated episodes anymore? Like, you know, you think of like Foster's Home. There's like the Bendy episode. With
Oh.
Ed Bendy, there's like
That
this.
one was annoying.
I feel like
I feel
cartoons
like-
used to make like horrible torture little episodes, and they don't make them anymore.
Well, I mean, you look at like the Loud House fandom. I think the
I
Loud
guess
House has a
so.
lot of them.
Jeez.
I think it's mostly just we don't know which episodes those are until it's like very much in hindsight.
But I'm like thinking of Craig of the, I've seen like a lot of Craig of the Creek. I can't think of any Craig of the Creek episode that was like, I'm getting so mad at this.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it just happens more with shows that are like intentionally frustrating.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There might be a few Craig of the Creek infamy episodes.
Yep,
We'll find
it's
out
a
in, like, 10
Scum
years.
Creek episode.
Scum Creek, whatever.
You wanna get-
Uh,
say...
Where's
What,
Rosa?
Rosa? We're waiting. What?
Go on, Rosa.
Are you here,
I-
Rosa?
I want to hear
Hello?
it.
We're kind of past by like, but I wanted to say like
Oh.
the Eds probably.
You're cutting out, dear.
It probably wasn't that important.
Oh no. Did we
If
lose
we
her?
can't hear it.
I want to hear what you
Because
say.
like, of course, no one believes you. That the Eds sort of had this. The Eds pretty much just had this coming because they fucked around so much that they end up finding out in the worst way possible.
Are you saying the Eds just deserve everything that happens to them? Like anything that happens
Wow.
to
I'm
them is
just
like
saying,
wow.
a lot of times they had it coming, except maybe Double D. So like, it just makes sense. It just didn't. It just makes no one believe them at that point.
someone in
Right,
chat
right.
in response to a horrible like modern cartoon episode said Rick and Morty sperm monster episode. I've forgotten about that. I was just thinking of kids cartoons. Adult cartoons probably still have these. Still, there's probably like
Yeah.
Scum
I think
Guy
it's different
episodes or whatever.
category.
Oh
Right,
yeah, I
what's
think
Scum
South
Guy?
Park. I think South Park is like probably a majority of that.
Well, you just don't like that show.
It's like, well, of course, I don't think it's good
Right. Well,
objectively.
we're talking like fans of something band together against a specific episode, you know.
I guess no, hold on. Steven Universe had one. Everyone hates every episode with like that
Oh.
one teenager kid who's like, "Oh, I'm gonna investigate the Pearl Beach."
Ronaldo?
Oh,
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
I've
Wow.
never
Yeah.
had a problem with those, honestly.
Yeah, I thought he was a fun guy, you know? Just a
I
little
was
weird,
neutral.
but fun.
I was neutral
You're
towards
neutral.
Ronaldo. Yeah, I didn't love or hate it in
Always a fence
episodes.
sitter.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm like always on Twitter.com defending Steven Universe. I'm the opposite of a fence sitter.
I'm just razzing you.
I like how they portray the diamonds. Okay, do we want to get into the topics? Oh, yes, Rosa?
First,
Yeah.
I want to ask you,
Oh yeah.
have you ever seen like fan art of like any but in anime?
Oh yes, all the
I
time.
guess so, yeah.
A lot of people like
What's your
tagging that
favorite?
account.
What's your like favorite genre of that?
Oh man, I don't know. I just, I like to use my Neti account for the greater good. I like to retweet a lot of just faithful, like not faithful fan art, but like just really good-hearted,
I know.
like good intention fan art. I
No,
never,
yeah,
I never retweet my own because I'm terrified to do that.
uh,
But
like
it's just so fun to just like run that account and be like a mystery to everyone. like like that account has such a big following, and then like my regular one is just like, oh, I have 200 followers. It's great.
yeah,
I want
I'm
to.
just I also like ask non-pejoratively because like I love like anime as an fan art, and like I know there's like specific type of twins. Like sometimes there will like be fan art where Eddie has like a full head of hair or like Goku hair, and like I love those. I think those are like really
Yes.
fun.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to say before we get into the topics, this is something that I thought about before plenty of times in chat. Columns in chat. I just want to make an embarrassing confession. I thought for months that your icon was of BoJack Horseman's mom, and I was always so confused why someone would have that character as their icon. And I just realized now it's not BoJack Horseman's mom. So I
Who
want to
is it?
apologize for that. It's their character, I assume.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It's
maybe
hard to
you
see
need
it from here.
glasses.
Maybe I do. Anyway,
Yeah, can I have mine back?
no, they're mine.
Thank you.
Anyone here like going to the museum and learning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, Nintendo's opening a museum in Japan with all sorts of games and some learning, maybe. Yeah, Miyamoto did the Nintendo Direct for the museum. They have games on display and big Wii remotes. Yeah, but let's talk about the only thing that matters here. I think the only thing that truly matters here, there's a little toad statue mechanism in what appears to be the main lobby of this building, and it is 5 toads who you can smack the head of, and they'll sing in harmony together.
Yeah, the color-coded toads. I love it.
Yeah.
Is this
See,
really the
by the way,
format of the image on the screen we're doing right now?
I messed up.
Yeah,
Don't worry
it's
about
that
it.
toad that's just trying to like come out.
Don't
He's
worry.
touching me.
Don't worry about it. See, what do you think about the toads? This is big for you.
Sorry, I was just staring at the screen. What do I think about the toads specifically?
Yeah, just the toads.
Well, at the end they had this live stream direct thing where Miyamoto was walking around the museum. And at the very end, there's like these toads that I guess are standing at the entrance, and you hit their heads, and they sing in a choir, like in a harmony, like they go. And I did a live stream that same day, like it started right after this ended, where I was playing like Kirby fan games, and I kind of didn't know what to say about this. Like I think I shouted out loud when it happened, because I think this is just another ball in the court of like this is the year of the Munkshroom definitively. Like I think we can say that. I haven't officially orchestrated a marketing campaign for this, but I mean we got the Alvin plush that recently sold over 100 units and
Oh,
it's being shipped out.
I just want to say I'm so glad it reached the goal.
I'm so glad too.
Huge.
I honestly
I was keeping track of it. I'm retweeting it every time I see the advertisement.
like
Like,
I'll be candid, a lot of those don't make it, so I wasn't we sold like 50 in the last like hour.
Yeah, and that's
That was
amazing.
that telethon really did a lot to boost their sales.
Yeah, I'm kind of good at being like a grimy bastard.
Oh,
that
No,
sells
okay, no.
first.
Let me word this in a more flattering way. I think you're a really good live performer.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
You got, like I said, you and Germa came from the same tree.
You think I've got Germanism?
The same nest.
Yeah, I guess.
You two have like fell off the same nest.
I would love to do more streaming stuff. Like I love doing this. But now I kind of want to like mooch off of because last night, if you were there or if you weren't there, we were on the Neko Lacey, Kirby's Dream Buffet stream. Me and Ryan and Rosa and a few other people. That was a ton of fun. I feel like I really like the sort of the live stream environment. The Starcast is a very healthy outlet for that. But I'm tempted to mooch off of, because I have a bunch of streamer friends. I mean, streaming's just been getting easier and easier, like in recent years. So I know a
Right.
lot of people who
Yeah.
do that.
Why I'm on Will's
So
stream so damn much. It's like I don't always have time to do it on my own. Whenever Will asks me to do something, I'm like, sure, because I like doing it.
right, yeah. So if anyone wants me to be on a stream, you know, I could
Yeah.
do that for you.
Yeah, I guess I agree. See, I also want to say, like, yeah, it's really fun being like a support for a stream, because like Ryan, I can't do stuff I don't like doing stuff myself.
Oh,
because
I
it takes
like
too
doing
much work.
stuff myself. It's just I don't have the time to do it
I'm-
myself.
Oh yeah,
More
that's
than
true.
it.
It's like, okay, in your end, okay, in my end, it's like it's kind of tiring doing it all the time. So I like helping, like being part of like streams to be like
Right.
just cause chaos. I'm kind of like the comedic folio, you know.
Yeah, you can just sit on your
Mhm.
Tokus and just do commentary. Yeah, like I feel like every time I do a stream on my channel, it's like I'm doing it for the first time. Every time, like I don't have a consistent setup. I'm always like making the assets for it, like the
Yeah.
hour before it goes live. No, it's bad. But yeah, as for this museum, the Toad Choir at the museum, yeah, I think Miyamoto, he's sending a very clear yet discreet message that he's in our court. You know, I think he's a fan of the munkshrooms. I think he's showing his support for the great year we've been having. We also just released the trailer for the upcoming cartoon, Alvin and the Munkshrooms Save E3.
Yay!
You can
Can't
watch that on
wait.
this channel. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. So it's just been a great thriving year for them. So I'm glad we know where Nintendo stands on this.
Mhm.
Now, actually, like giving like insight on like development for games, the concept art, and all that, they don't really care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this museum is very cute, but it's very much for like your mom to take her kids to, kind of thing. I think from what
Like-
I've gleaned from it, there's like not like
Yeah.
development art out. There's not like beta footage running anywhere.
Yeah, it's like surface level.
right.
It's kind of like Nintendo's World, like little museum area, which is just like all the games throughout like the generation, and like the one Game Boy that went to space and survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to come to perspective to understand. I'm just like a huge dork nerd, so I'm like, why aren't they playing footage of the unreleased Fire Emblem N64 DD game on loop all day? I had to realize like that's never who this was gonna be for. This is for your mom and your dad to take like their kids to, so like they can be like, oh look, honey, look, this is what the old Mario games were. That's pretty cool and stuff like that.
It's so retro.
So retro.
Didn't they have this game where you use your smart device? What was that? Like the thing on the floor?
I don't know.
Oh.
My eyes
don't
kind of
know?
glazed over at
Y-
some of
yeah.
this stuff.
It was like that floor you could like step like interact with or like step on.
Yeah, wasn't that like? Because they have some memorabilia and stuff from like before they made video games too.
Not withered Bill Clinton. Sorry.
Withered? When did he get withered? Hold
Oh
on.
no! What
A lot has
happened?
changed in the last 2 weeks.
Oh
As
man.
you should.
Oh, I guess the DNC did a
You know
number
what?
on you.
You know what this museum is? It's like a kids' science center, but with Nintendo things, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it seems to be. Which I mean, that's kind of neat. I mean, I don't know what the depth of it. Like, there's probably stuff that they haven't shown, right? I mean, I don't really know. I
I
wasn't
think-
paying that much attention to this either.
And they have secrets.
No Easter eggs.
Oh, you know, Goof, I was looking around during the direct for some hidden details and secrets and like maybe some old development footage, but I gotta say, Goof, was disappointed with the number of Easter eggs.
This,
Oh.
this is what Lou warned me about.
Yeah.
The Pete.
When is Pete gonna just stop?
I
Do we need
think
to make, like, a
I think by the end of the year. I give Pete till the
You
end of the
think
year.
so?
Yeah.
When did you start doing
I
Pete?
don't-
Because I feel like it's been a while.
I don't know. It's sometime like in the last few months.
I think it's been longer than that. I feel like December of last year, Pete. When was that? Roblox. When was that?
I don't know. We do a lot of Roblox.
Yeah, people love that.
Minutes until Pete. 25. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, just back in the museum, I don't know, like, this is like a thing I wouldn't go to Japan for, but if I was in Japan, I'd be like, okay, we can make a fun little road stop here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather
Yeah.
go to the Precure Museum.
I know you would.
Oh yeah.
Is that real?
There is like a little there is a place where like there's like statues of like the Precures.
Is that it?
Is that a museum
There's
or like
pop-up
a...
shops there.
Yeah, I was
Is
gonna say,
It's
it's more like a
Not
photo
really.
op.
like a
That's
meet
where
and
they had
greet.
Pomni. At the Pomni statue.
Oh, that little
Remember that?
pop up.
Yeah.
Pop-up.
That was so cute.
I'd go to Japan for the Pomni statue, not this.
Hmm
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
it's a bold claim.
I don't know. I was expecting it to be something like this, so I'm not too disappointed that it's like pretty like surface level. So
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, if anything, we could wait for like a leaker to go and break into Nintendo again.
Yeah. Miyamoto
I
gets
just
to like play Willy Wonka still, so I'm glad he's having fun.
Oh. Yeah.
I just hope the leaker remembers to like scrub out like names, personal information on the next leak.
Well.
What if I
don't
want
know
the
if these
personal
are noble
information?
people.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take it. You just gotta pay extra.
These are criminals. I mean,
Well, any final thoughts on the Nintendo Museum and all its
not really. No, I don't
displays?
think I had even beginning thoughts. Really.
Yeah, I mostly put it here for the chipmunks.
I gotta be honest, guys. It was for the
Now
chipmunks.
look forward to the upcoming Chipmunks charts.
I thought you
year
were
of
gonna say,
Alvin.
I thought you were gonna say Chipmunk Museum, like a whole Alvin the Chipmunks Museum.
You probably could. They've been
I
around
guess.
since the 50s.
Yeah, okay, maybe not
You know?
museum, but like room. The Chipmunks room.
Okay, a room.
Room
The
dedicated.
chipmunks room.
I think you could probably put the Chipmunks into the Museum of Moving Images.
I feel like I deserve a
Oh.
spot in the Chipmunks Museum.
Are,
Right.
are the Chipmunks really moving into the cartoon though most of the time?
Oh, that's not very nice.
Nah.
They moved in the 80s. They
That's true.
started moving in the 80s.
They were moving a lot in the 80s. If you go watch some
Oh,
of those
yeah.
movies, they fucking move.
Did anyone else have chipmunks go to the movies on VHS? That was
No.
like the last season of
No.
the show. They just started doing. They did what Family Guy is doing right now, where they just put the characters in like movie parodies. I
Oh,
had a
dude.
VHS of that.
Lou loves those episodes of Family Guy where they sit at the bar table.
Is that
Be like-
real?
Oh
Crab
my
Cake Ruth,
gosh.
is that real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean, technically, well, Ryan would know better. She lives with her now.
No, yeah, Lou
that's
loves
true.
them. She loves when Peter, Joe, Cleveland, and Quagmire sit at like the bar table and go, "What if we were in this Netflix show?"
Bob's Burgers. Does she like it when Bob's Burgers does it too? Because they're doing it now a lot too.
Yeah, I think she
It's
loves
less
it in that show too.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah,
what is-
sounds
what is
like her.
up with her?
She's also a big fan of the Baby Bear. She loves the Baby Bear episodes of We Bear Bears, and she hates it when like the
Oh.
episodes aren't about the baby bears.
Really?
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Baby Bears.
Does she watch
Love it.
We Baby Bears?
Oh, she loves Baby Bear. She was so excited they canceled
Baby
We Bear Bears to make more about the Baby Bears.
Oh, that is I don't know how true that is.
Oh,
Well,
No, no.
anyway, speaking of Nintendo, kinda. So if you're aware of your Ryan Ribbity history, you might know I was a streamer, and during my streaming years, I streamed MySims twice, and apparently now they're remastering it. There was a listing for it somewhere by accident, and now it's on EA's site as like one of their Switch titles. So I guess MySims is coming back.
Yeah.
Ryan, what do you call yourself now?
We're like
Because
I'm
you,
not
yeah,
an artist.
you're an artist.
I
So
was
this is
thinking the
art.
same thing.
We're doing art right now. This is what we're doing.
I'm a performer.
I'm a
I was-
performance
you know-
artist.
I was thinking Ryan's saying as she is laying in the hospital bed covered in bandages, talking to like Skeeter.
What? What did
Yeah,
she say?
you never
To
seen
Skeeter?
there's this comic panel for the Muppets where Skeeter asks Gonzo, what are you? And
Oh,
Gonzo's like, oh Skeeter, don't you know?
Oh,
I'm an artist.
that's true. That's
I know the
true.
exact one. So MySims, I won't even try to act like it's a masterpiece or anything. It's not. It's not even
I
that.
know.
It's realistically not even that good of a game, probably to a lot of people. But I like it, so that's all that matters.
It's very cute.
It is. And I had actually a pretty good history with MySims. So I remember my sister and I really liking the game. Let's see, when did it come out? What year?
You have a sister?
like 2006, something like that.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of her. Yeah, so I was like probably like 7, 8, 9-ish when I like really played it and like we owned it. And I have very distinct memories of like the only thing I really remember of the game was that like you talk to people, they have requests to like build furniture. So you build the furniture for them and paint it. And you have to like meet a certain quota of like the type of paint they want. And you get that from like interacting with the people, and you get like
Right.
if you're nice to someone, they'll give you like heart paint or something. I don't know. That's just like an example. So I have a very distinct memory whenever I would play, and I chose one character I would always be mean to. I would be so cruel. I would choose the bellhop, and I would
Buddy,
until
the bellhop.
he was always angry. He'd give me my angry paint, so it worked.
You were bullying that little twink.
I bully and
Oh.
Jordan. Anyway,
That's
that's
is
what I really remember of my playthroughs of playing my Sims is going straight to the bellhop and bullying him.
that is kind of the way you're supposed to play MySims, though, because there's no stakes to that game whatsoever. It is like you do like the 3 things they want in their house, and then you do whatever you want afterwards. Like it is such a playing with toys game. Like you make the fun, you make the story in your head kind of game. And I think if you're really into like just kind of plain pretend with the game, I guess it's fun, because that's how I streamed it. I just kind of made up shit about all the MySims and like would apply personality traits to them by doing that, and that's kind of the ideal way to play it, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and just being like an 8-year-old, I'm just like, all right,
yeah.
time to go to the hotel.
It is very important.
Like he's just I don't know. He just seemed like very easy to just like
to be mean to.
just to be mean to.
The most important thing about MySims coming back is everyone will get to learn about the best character ever made, which is Roxy Road, the ice cream bee girl. The peak of character design. They never made a better character than that one, and I want to see 20 images of her on my timeline when this gets announced.
You're a big fan.
You've seen this design before. You know it's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
I remember her. Yeah.
She's a little bee.
Yeah, she's
I'm a
super
fan of
cute.
women.
Look at that. Yeah, I was always nice to
Yay.
her.
Yeah, she should.
No,
I
it was
remember-
only a damn bellhop.
Yeah.
I remember I got my Sims on the DS when
Okay.
I was, I don't know, it was Christmas or something. Because I was like a Sims kid. I was introduced to Sims at a very young age by a family friend. So I honestly don't remember what I did in the game. I think it was kind of just one of those, like when you're a little kid and you have a game, you just kind of do whatever. And
Right.
I think it was
Yeah.
very much like that for me. Like I don't even know if I knew there was like objectives or anything in it. I
Oh,
just remember
same.
walking around,
Yeah.
and just like making my own character and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what is there a rumor about this?
Yeah. So what
Isn't
there
it, like,
was,
confirmed?
it's basically confirmed now. Yeah. Basically the rumor was a website that like doesn't really do fake listings put it up. I don't remember which ones, but like it was one of a website that like is doesn't have any other fake listings put it up. And then EA randomly put MySims back on like their site under like Switch games. And then like a bunch of people like actual leakers who like, but the ones who actually know shit and get stuff right like 90% of the time said like, yeah, MySims is coming to Switch. So that it's a weird thing to do now, I guess, thinking about it, but like, you know, I think the time is the characters of MySims are kind of like the Animal Crossing guys, where like they're all very basic and you can kind of just like supplant like the personality you kind of want them to have onto them.
You can print on them.
They're very fan artable, I think is what I would say, like the designs in this game.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're really cute, really simple.
Yeah, I think if they play their cards right, they could get some like noise going. They got to put that damn bee in all the trailers. That's the key to this.
Yeah, it's of course.
Oh, they got to put Goth Boy in all the
sure,
trailers.
Oh
See,
yeah.
Goth Boy?
See, if you would like Goth Boy, let me show you Goth Boy.
Okay.
You
Let's
like these
see
little sopping wet men character, little guys.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all coming back now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I remember there was like a cute like flower girl, like a flower shop, like a florist.
Yes.
She was really cute.
Okay. Interesting character.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cool, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I see it.
I think it's just like the way we used to like interact with games when we were younger. Like it was very easy to kind of get into this game. Why is he so huge?
man, Sunlight used to look different.
Take me
No,
back.
I
No.
I
No,
get
I
what she
agree.
means though, because this is such a game like for like child brain, like 100%.
Yeah, it really is.
You know all about that, Ryan.
Yeah.
Did you drop your microphone recently? It's just getting worse.
I think I've had this for like 6 years, and I've probably dropped it a few times. Yes,
I'm just talking like in the past like few months. I swear.
probably at some point.
Why?
Does anyone remember being a kid with this game and watching Peanut Butter Gamer, and he hated this game, and it made me like really upset.
Oh, well.
Like
He
that was like
hated
his that was like his big like joke on the channel for so long, was that he hated MySims, thought it was terrible, and then he made like a video on it how he thought the game sucked. And as a kid, I was like so upset because I liked Peanut Butter Gamer and this game. I was like, oh, he hates MySims.
He doesn't have the child. He needs to have a child's brain.
Yeah.
That's what he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of whimsy.
Yeah, where's Peanut Butter Gamer now?
He's got like a wife and kid, so he's doing pretty well for
Don't we
himself, I
all?
assume.
Don't we all? Show
I'm
of
not
hands.
so sure. I'm not so sure about that.
Ryan, didn't we have like 3 kids?
What did that happen?
Well, it's kind of your fault. Like Seep would say.
Okay. Oh my god. Like, what do you mean?
We don't have 3
These
kids.
days-
We have 3 nephews who solve mysteries.
Okay, then never mind then.
I don't have anything else to say about MySims.
Well,
Really?
I wonder what improvements they'll add to the game.
Maybe more to
visuals.
do.
I think my bet is still have like a beautiful shader to this game that'll be like the exact same otherwise.
Yeah.
Do you think
sure.
there'll be like an EA like online mode?
That would be awesome, actually. I don't know how.
Something like that. Yeah.
Is it...
That's
With,
what they
like-
did with The Sims, like the main franchise. Just put a bunch of like online store elements and
My gut
multiplayer.
tells me they're just not gonna touch this that much. Like this will be like a $30 release where they add like shaders and that's it.
Okay.
Probably just like a copy paste,
Fair enough.
Right.
like re-release.
I think
Yeah, they should have like a mini game mode, like a 4-player mini game mode.
okay.
Where, like,
What would that
you
look
could,
like?
You could like compete in all kinds of like various challenges together.
Okay.
Simultaneous couch co-op.
All right.
Duke it out in the new battle mode. And there's like there's like 4 stages, and you have to like hit each other with water balloons or something.
You want the Sims to kill each other with water balloons?
You know what I'm talking about? Like all new like
No, I know. That's like
that's
the
the
shit.
easiest mode to implement. That's what
This-
they should do.
That's the shit they added like in the SpongeBob like game remake where they had like
Yeah.
that multiplayer mode that went on for like an hour and nobody liked it. And that's what they put all
Oh
the
my
scrap.
gosh.
That's what they put all like the scrap content like stuff, and everybody hated it.
MySims Party exists. I knew there was a
Oh.
reason why I had it in my head, like all the MySims characters and like bumper cars or something.
Well, there was
The
also
new
MySims
MySims Carnival.
there
There
was
was-
also MySims Racing.
Yeah, there's like MySims Agents too. I think we had that
Oh, the freaking
briefly on
agents
the
again.
DS, and
We were
it
talking
was
about
not
this.
as good.
We were talking
It's
about
not
this
as
last
good.
week. How like there's so much like kids love like secret agents and spies
Yeah.
and stuff.
Even Club Penguin.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
true.
Yeah.
I'm a Club Penguin nut. I used to play that all the time. Are you kidding?
Even the DS.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had the DS game.
Is it weird that I never played Club Penguin because I thought it was like for like little kids?
Wow. Wow.
They're
I
kinda-
mean, you're right, but listen, I had a
I mean, I was-
membership. I I had like all the coolest outfits. My sister gave me her old account where she used to disguise as a boy on it.
I know
Oh
that.
my
I know
God.
that story.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Do we know that
That's
story?
why she is.
I do.
Yeah, we
Uh,
do.
This audience?
She'll probably kill me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, because you know she had her like regular account, and then she gave me her other account, and it was just called Boyman122.
Boy,
Boy,
I
man.
forgot it. I forgot it was
That's
called
such
that.
that is such a like cartoon episode.
I gotta infiltrate the boys' bathroom and find out what's going on.
Like freaking Lisa Simpson cuts her
I was
hair
gonna
and
say
pretends to be a boy
literal,
episode.
literal Lisa Simpson plotline.
Boy, man, 1, 2,
The
3.
thing is, like, it turned into
Oh.
my account, so she like didn't use it, but you know, I just kind of played along anyway.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe I just said that it was for little kids because I was like, I didn't know how to do. Like, I was jealous of like the membership stuff, so I just
Oh,
got
yeah.
into it. I
I
couldn't convince
see.
my mom. Like, can you like pay for something on my computer? We were already using all our computer games budget on like my dad's Warcraft account.
That's
wasn't
awesome
happening.
lore to just learn.
Yeah, yeah.
I know I
Uh,
know one of our friends has a dad that plays like Fortnite on the Switch.
Fortnite on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean freaking Stu Pickles is a gamer now.
That's
So-
true. In the new reboot for Rugrats.
We're just getting gamer dads and husbands.
Oh,
Just
gamer
popping off.
dads.
Oh, gamer dad. If they rebooted The Simpsons, do you think Homer would be like a gamer?
He's probably
Mm.
been a gamer before.
Yeah, but it's not like a core part. Like TV is
Oh,
kind of
okay.
more core to his character
Yeah.
still.
Oh,
It's like a
that's
think
TV
true.
dad.
You'd be like, video games, league. I think he would, Homer would be a league player. I know Peter Griffin definitely would be. Like, I think Peter
Oh, yeah.
Griffin, he games a lot more than Homer, I feel, in my brain.
Remember,
I don't know
like,
if
for
that's true.
sure.
Remember that clip where he was like trying to play like Call of Duty?
No, what was that? Was that one where they used like actual footage?
Yeah, they use actual footage, and it's like
Yeah, I
really
know they
bad
did
at it.
that.
And his kid's like, "Dad, can we play on the Xbox?" After he told him he hated his kids.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. I know the episode where he says he hates his kids and they buy him an Xbox at the end.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Play
it's
the
fun-
game.
it is funny you say Peter would be the gamer dad because Homer's younger than Peter by a few, like 10 years, I think.
Yeah, wasn't there an episode about that? Like Peter's like 50 or something?
He's like 40 or 50 and Homer's like 30.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't
I
aware
think-
of that.
I think Homer might have gotten older over the years because I think it's gotten more. Are parents older now than they were like 30 years ago?
I don't know, maybe.
I'm serious.
I
Don't-
guess it depends on the how you see the economy and economics. And
I
I think
think
that's what you have to like study because I would say the economy probably would affect like when people have kids now. Because of course there's still people get kids in their like late 20s, but like I feel like objectively with the way our economy is going and how much student loans is affected, either a lot would have it at, like a later age, like past 30, or not have kids at all.
right
Let's
because
give,
people
give
are
a very
moving
real
out
answer
later.
to that question.
Yeah, they think I didn't know you had like economist like stats on you, Rosa, like that.
It's more or
Um,
less just pretty obvious.
No, yeah, I mean,
You know, step
Agriculturally,
outside,
I don't
talk to a
know.
few people. step outside, talk to a few people, you see who are the types of people that like have kids, and it's like ones with the least amount of college debt.
Dude, March would love MySims. They should episode about that.
Yes, I
Like,
Yeah.
I was I wonder how in depth they're gonna be with the remaster, because mostly because I was hoping they have like a huge like upgrade and like character customization.
well, the original one was woke because it didn't have any gender, so you could wear no matter anything you wanted in any like kind of combination. So My Sims was kind of the original. My Sims was more progressive than actual Sims.
And Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
My Sims destroyed Animal Crossing and wokeness. So
I'm wondering that'll make this release interesting. How this will get branded. Do you think this will be like a woke game now?
Oh.
If they just release
If
it
the-
in its exact
Um,
state.
if it's nostalgic, so it might survive the wokeness because people played it when they were
The
4,
woke
and
cloud.
anything anything they watched or played when they 4 was never woke.
Right. Has anyone noticed like wokeness? Like things are a lot more woke now. Has anyone noticed the sunlight is a lot more woke these days than compared to the 90s?
Yeah.
Anyone notice that?
Anyway, if My Sims comes out on Switch, I'll probably stream it again. I'll keep it alive.
I like
Yay.
having the
Definitely wanna
the
play it.
pride
I
bees
definitely
now.
I actually I
definitely will play it.
have to beat it this time because last time I did it, I got like to near the end of the game and then my game crashed and I like lost like 3 hours of progress somehow.
Are you
So
serious?
so I just chose not to finish it and I had to stop streaming it.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
killer.
Yeah, yeah.
That hurts my soul. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, speaking of things that aren't My Sims,
Ryan, this screen is way too heavy.
what
I
B?
know.
Yeah, we
We're thinking
I mean,
bee.
you got the portraits in, so
You gotta shrink some of these.
I'll shrink some of the bees later. Don't worry about it. But
Okay.
you know what's speaking of animals, Chick-fil-A's launching a streaming service.
No.
Speaking of animals,
Oh.
processed meats.
I can't
Holy crap.
wait.
Oh my gosh, guys, you know what this means? Oaxis is coming back! Oaxis 2!
Hey, Heart fans, I've partnered with the Chick-fil-A streaming service. Yeah, I think. Do we know anything about this other than
No.
Chick-fil-A announced a streaming
Oh
service?
yes, on Sunday they'll only show like live church service.
That'd be
Okay.
funny. We should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this, and in fact, I think this will never come out.
Apparently,
Okay.
it's coming out later this year. Like that soon.
Bet.
I literally don't
Bet.
believe them.
I don't believe it.
This
You
is some
know,
shit.
Let's see.
So much shit gets announced. It's like, oh, Burger King is launching its own car line, and then it never happens. They just announce. So I feel like sometimes companies just announce shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like when they see a topic is hot, like you announce something to get like shareholders on your side or whatever.
Yeah,
You don't actually have to make it.
Chick-fil-A will
Just
not
like-
have a streaming service. They're gonna.
like,
They're going to say they will.
what would be on it? What
You know what would be on it?
Chick-fil-A? And how
If
much would
this-
it cost?
If this comes out, it's just gonna be all the shit on Tubi.
I
Hey,
think it's.
Tubi
I-
has
I
some
think
good
it's-
stuff.
No, I think it's gonna be like Pure Flicks, right? Where they have
Okay.
all like the Christian propaganda movies.
Oh.
I think we're gonna have some of that. But it's such a like word salad announcement. Like, oh, Chick-fil-A launching new streaming service. I bet the person who like approved that decision doesn't even know like what a streaming service is. They just see the trends. They're just looking at the numbers, you know.
No,
Right.
Like when everyone was
no.
like announcing like AI integration or like NFT integration into our
Oh,
products.
jeez.
What happened to all that, huh? Where's that now?
It died, thank goodness.
We
They're
plan
gonna,
on.
they're gonna revive the hobby kids.
Oh,
Hobby
no,
Kids-
Butch has like what is it called? The garden. Is that what it's
the
called?
garden. Yes, the
The
garden.
garden.
Oh right.
With Leo the lion and freaking Cheryl the sheep, whatever it is. Oh, Lacey the lamb.
You are correct about that though. Like everyone's over it now, but there was like a moment there, like every company announced their metaverse plan. Like Burger
Oh,
King's planning
yeah.
on entering the metaverse, and then nothing would come for it.
Right.
They just wanted to get like the stocks up for a second. Like
Right.
we announced we're doing.
is.
They don't know what the metaverse is. None of them do. I don't know what the metaverse is still even, but they know even less what it is. But they announced it anyway.
Hmm.
Is the metaverse even around? Didn't it like get
Yeah,
depreciated?
does it
something?
exist still?
I
do
think
things.
Fortnite is still trying to make the metaverse, but I don't even know if that.
Mm,
I think they keep calling
uh,
it the metaverse, and then they just add like Disney skins. So I don't know if they're actually making the metaverse.
This metaverse, can you just call anything the metaverse without it being like actually
Oh.
Pretty
trademarked? Is that
much.
like
Yeah.
Like,
it seems like it could just be a generic term for just like VR space.
Yeah, because the thing about
Yeah.
this is like anything that I sing from the quote unquote metaverse, like anytime I try to piece it together, it just seems like people are making worse VR chats.
I feel like X the Everything app is supposed to be its own metaverse, and like
Ugh.
we still we still have a place to like enter our credit card information.
He said
on
that
Twitter, do we?
he was gonna put that in, right? You promised a
He
lot of
did.
shit. This was
He
supposed to
said
be like
that it's going to be a
banking.
banking app.
Yeah.
Like you could store
Oh,
your money
I
on
forgot.
X the Everything app, which I don't think that's an advisable
No.
financial decision to make.
It
No.
was
I think it'd be
supposed.
funny.
It was supposed to be a video service at some point, like a rival to YouTube, which I don't believe for a single second, because the video player on Twitter is actually like dreadfully awful, like actually
It's gotten
embarrassingly
worse.
So
bad.
crap.
It's gotten
It-
worse.
It got worse. It's like has this automatic like video swipe down. It's like, why would it do that?
Yeah,
What-
remember when he
the-
paid like Mr. Beast like $1 million to host one of his videos on there? How is that going? Is Mr. Beast still uploading videos to X the Everything app?
Is Mr. Beast still doing anything right now, considering all that?
Well, I think
Yeah, I don't
he's
know.
probably gonna be fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he's,
you know,
he's
I feel
pretty
like
dang rich.
I feel like I think it'll be really funny if like the next time we see Mr. Beast is like he's in a cage and he's like dancing to the beat of the music.
At the end of the movie, he took down
Yes,
the villain.
and solitary containment with a hot tub.
I don't know. I think the next time we see him, he's gonna be like running for a third-party office, right?
he's gonna be
Ugh.
the first president that
Ugh.
like has like recess, all day recess, and pizza parties on Friday. Okay, but like
If
I
I
want to
become
say,
president, I'm gonna listen to both sides, and everyone will have everyone will be able to eat ice cream during lunch.
I wanted to say, freaking the Twitter video player. My favorite feature of it is if you try to like fast forward through a video even a little bit, it will just stop working and you will never be able to fix it unless you leave the page.
I know.
Like you can't like if there's like a 2-minute video and you just want to kind of skip to one part real quick, it's just gonna break. It's just gonna fall apart.
Mhm.
Is this a me only issue? Because this just started happening one day. Does the volume slider work?
Probably
Is there a
not.
volume slider?
Sometimes.
Do you use it on Twitter? The volume slider on like a video? Because I think for like at least the past year, it just disappeared for me for some reason. I don't know why. I use it on multiple browsers. I've checked it on multiple browsers.
Interesting. I don't think I've run
I
into
don't know.
that problem, but
Okay.
the problem I do have with it is that they like purposefully make you upload in a poorer quality if you're uploading a video, and in order to get like the 1080p, you have to pay. You have to pay.
Oh
You have
my
to be
God.
premium
Yeah.
or something like that. And I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's impossible to upload videos for me because it just takes my internet a while to do it anyways. But for some if it takes like more than 5 minutes for me to upload something, it just gives me an error message.
Peace.
So yeah,
Twitter is just
somehow.
Twitter's it's like wants to be the home of in big quotations content creation, and it's just like the worst possible site for it. It can barely handle videos. It compresses images horribly.
Yeah.
It's like impossible to like get your stuff seen because the Twitter timeline is so like weird and glitchy, and
Oh,
stuff is
yeah.
being posted constantly. I don't bank your bets on like Twitter being like your job.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Right.
Don't tell that to the new norm.
Dude, someone
Whatever
chatted this
happens to
earlier.
new
New Norm's gonna be on the streaming service. That's where it's gonna go. It's gonna go on the
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A
Of the
app.
Chick-fil-A streaming service.
Right.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's where it was going. Okay.
Oh,
I was wondering what happened.
I wanted to say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this issue when I tried scrolling on Twitter, specifically at night. I like open it up and it's like I'm laying in bed and it's like not working. The moment I step away from my bed, go to another room, or sit on my chair from my computer, it starts working.
Oh,
What
Do you
is
think that's
that
your-
about?
I think you
Is
just
that your
haunted.
ISP throttling your internet service late in the night?
No, because like it's only at around my bed.
I don't know how to help you there.
Why?
That sounds like a
It's
job
just
for the
like
ghost behaviorist.
Yeah.
I know.
Honestly.
I'm just saying it's just like such a weird thing for me that Twitter just does that specifically in these specific instance.
You might have to check your room for like signals.
Dude,
Oh my
I'm
god.
like imagining in my head like the new norm, like Chick-fil-A commercial. It's like him and his family going to like the adult cartoon background, like Chick-fil-A. And like the whole family like orders the chicken
Yeah,
sandwich,
yeah.
and there's like no jokes in it. They're all just having fun and being happy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that in your head, like Nick Norm, old Norm, new Norm's like beautiful animation, like at the adult cartoon, like Chick-fil-A background art, like, you know what I mean?
What would non-binary Chaz do? Because they're
Oh,
vegan.
he just want they just want to be in the commercial, like it just be Norm's like close, awesome family and
Okay.
his black friend that he has.
Well, they have like
Who
salads,
might
don't
as well
they?
be family.
Well,
Oh,
no, 'cause
that's true.
no,
I'm
but
getting a salad.
they wouldn't even go because
Oh.
Chick-fil-A's not
No,
woke.
it'd be like a
Oh.
Coyote Roadrunner kind of thing, where they're like, "Ooh, they're eating their anti-woke chicken." So they'd like try to like crush a boulder on the restaurant. You know?
Yeah.
President
okay.
Donald John Trump, I never dated Biden.
Oh.
We weren't President Donald John Trump. We weren't even talking about that.
Ooh, kind of a weird look, Trump.
Hmm.
Nobody mentioned anything about that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm huge for New Norm being on the service. I kind of tangentially related to this service. This service did make me think about Alaxis. If you're not aware what Alaxis is, everyone, it was Butch Hartman's streaming service he was making. It was his entire personality for like 2 or 3 years. And it just never came out. Could he did like a Kickstarter for that and took people's money? Could he get in trouble for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
actually
I'm
don't know.
Is he?
We should get
I don't
Legal
know.
Eagle on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, what did he promise the funds would be for? Like,
This
'cause that,
Alaxis streaming service, I guess.
I
Did
mean,
anything
because
come of it?
that's the kind of thing where you gotta like check the really fine details of what he's saying. Like, what if the money was like, oh, this money is actually for me to like pitch it to like
Oh.
a tech company or something,
Mm.
and like it was never actually promised that it
Don't
would be
worry.
a completed application.
I have faith that it'll come out.
You do? You think so?
Well, that's what Skip Plays says, so I believe
Okay.
He's
Do we?
cooking.
him. He is cooking.
This is not really related to the conversation, but something that is happening in chat right now. Is Trump like allowed to be here? Like,
No.
when you really think, are there grounds to ban him? I mean, I guess the grounds for banning anyone here is if we don't want them here. Like,
Right. Exactly. So let's get rid of Trump.
No,
So-
no.
I'm just seeing Donald Trump in chat. It's like, you shouldn't be here, man.
Let's give him a chance. We don't know what he's up to yet.
Yeah, maybe he's just interested in the
Okay,
MySims
I know
news.
he's a little wascal. He's a bit of a wascal. Maybe we'll keep him around. Like, we'll keep him around like he's like a villain in a cartoon aimed at very small children, where like we could still keep him around. He just can't cause any trouble, and if he does anything bad, make sure you say you're sorry. Yeah.
Put him in like a cage.
What is the last time he talked about Alaxis? Like Butch Hartman?
Trump?
Like, yeah, both of them. Donald Trump or Butch Hartman.
Oh,
Hmm.
Donald Trump or Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman. When's the last time? I think he stopped talking about it in like 2020 or something, like after the Kickstarter.
Do you think?
I think
like,
he's all in on like The Garden on some other Christian streaming service or something.
you think he's just giving up on Alaxis and hopes everyone's gonna forget about it?
It's probably.
I think so. I think that is his plan.
I think we should. Another YouTuber needs to make a video on this and like bring it back to the public conscious, and we can just start shaming him again for it.
Yeah, I mean, where is he right
and like
now?
one that's actually like harsh about it, like critical.
Does he have any kind of online? I think he's still on YouTube actually.
Isn't
right?
he still posting art?
I don't know. Didn't something
he
happen
was.
with his Twitter where like?
Oh, I don't know.
Does he
but
post
maybe...
art on his Twitter? I haven't seen anything new from him on there in a while. I
Maybe
mean,
he's
I'm not
just,
following him, but
he's just jealous of Perry's existence and popularity now.
Yeah, has he even tweeted about the reboot or said anything about it ever?
I don't think so.
I have
Do you
no
think
idea.
Do you think he hates it? Because like it's like woke.
I don't know. I'm sure he's probably fine. I mean, he has his name is on it at least.
Well, I mean, his
I mean, he
name's on
doesn't-
it, but like
He doesn't
I
do
don't
it
know.
on the show, but he didn't ask to like not be involved. Like I assume he had some involvement in like at least getting it greenlit. Like he probably approved it at the very least.
But I don't know,
Like,
I'm like
yeah, that's-
I'm thinking about it's like a black little girl's the main character. Cosmo and Wanda love each other. She's got gender neutral friend. I don't know.
It's
Like
true.
it's got everything you wouldn't stand for. Like the ghost
I mean,
in that
we
show.
don't know. We're kind of assigning traits to him. here,
The
like-
ghosts the ghosts are real ghosts instead of ghosts from the ghost dimension who don't go to a Christian heaven.
He's never publicly disavowed black people. Like we can't get that twisted.
Yeah, I guess not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's probably I don't know because at least I know with the live action one, like there was one like convention where he was signing something where he mentioned it in earshot of a camera.
Really?
Yeah, and that's how we found out about that.
Oh, that's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that all happened so fast. Fairly Otter, like the concept was introduced, like that video happened, then like later on that year the show came out, and then like by the next year it was just gone. That was
That's such a weird. What
Huh.
was that in development at the same time as A New Wish? Like, what even happened there? Like, why did they even
Oh.
approve? Why did they even pick that up?
I guess they didn't want to give up on like live action, so they
Yeah,
thought
I
this
think-
would be a good way to like do
I
it.
think they just wanted to test some options. I think they I don't know, they probably always planned for the sitcom to come out first because it probably just took quicker to make.
If I had to give a guess, I had to imagine, Fairly Odd Parents is like their second biggest brand next to SpongeBob. They clearly want to keep doing stuff with it. So my guess is they played those two shows at the same time. And then the live action one was finished earlier because it's like a cheap little show. And they
Yeah.
just kind of waited to see which one did better. I
They
think we
put
now
him
know.
at bed.
I think we now clearly know which one did better. And
Yeah.
then you will see if they go forward with the New Wish. It's not looking great.
I hope so, but yeah, these shows they don't last. They don't last.
They don't. The networks now have so little confidence in the things they make that they won't renew anything in advance ever.
Yeah, I'll never forgive them for abandoning the Cuphead show.
So
For those of
you
you,
so
for
like-
those of you who don't know, I am an avid Cuphead show enjoyer. So
like
Okay,
even
I
if
know.
even if something is like successful, it'll usually be too late to redo it for another season because like they took too long and everyone who was working on the shows moved on to something else.
Right, yeah. I mean that kind of I know with like Fiona and Cake is the example I'm thinking of right now. Like that got renewed, but like they already like disbanded the crew. So
really,
it's like yeah, so it's not coming
What?
out for at least until next year because like it only got renewed like a few months after it aired
Right.
in its entirety.
man.
Yeah, networks
Yeah.
now they don't do shit like where they just were. I think the last time I can think of that is they approved Hamster and Gretel 2 seasons before it even came out. But
I know
they
they
don't do that a
they
lot
approved-
anymore.
I know Dan Harmon's
Oh.
Crapopolis was ordered for a couple seasons.
Great bet. Great bet
before
on
it
that.
aired. What?
They made a great bet on that one.
Oh yeah, no. I mean it's the first cartoon on the blockchain for animation domination, right? Oh.
Fairly
This is
Odd Parents
great.
is their biggest brand next to SpongeBob. Lincoln Loud. Forgetting anyone? Yes.
No, we're not.
yes.
No,
yes,
no, we're
we
not.
are.
We're not. It's fine.
No, I think there's a demographics of La House fans that should be in jail.
I agree.
Well, everyone knows that. That's just a fact
Man,
of
you
life.
keep putting
I know.
freaking MySims girls on the stream. We're not even talking about that anymore. Why
What?
don't you put this image that Rosa made? Rosa's making images.
It got deleted. Wait, where'd it go?
Oh,
I put
It's in
Eddie on
the-
screen.
It's in the
No,
chat
not the
where
Eddie
podcast
one.
is
What
live.
What
was
is
the one
this
that
one?
just-
What is going on? Is this Butch Hartman Bald showing a minion's ass in front of the Chick-fil-A logo? Think of it, Rosa. I want to know your process for this one.
Actually,
You're saying a lot of weird things, Rosa, and you're my beautiful wife, so I accept them all. That's a step two. Like, what are you doing here? I want to know. He's got like a bulbous head too.
Speak.
She's laughing right now. I just want to know.
Okay.
I can tell she's laughing. That's just what happens if she doesn't
You
respond.
can tell the specific silence. is
Yeah,
laughter.
it's just, she's laughing right now, and she can't like breathe.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Have you-
beautiful.
But at least
So
you need
glad
to
everyone
start,
could see it now.
Rosa, you need to start like being prepared to defend yourself from now on, because this we just can't we can't just like be screaming at you.
Oh, wow,
and then you're
ow,
just
ow, ow,
struggling
ow,
to
my
breathe.
stomach. Okay, so I saw. So it's an edit of like the image of like Butch Hartman
With the
holding like
poof
the
toy.
poop. Yeah, I thought it looked like a
okay.
minion. So
You
it's like,
thought it
okay,
you thought it looked like a minion, so you turned
yeah,
him into
I was
Gru.
already. Yeah, I was already looking for an image of Butch Hartman to put over the Chick-fil-A, but then I saw that and I just thought it would have been funnier.
Why does he have a bulbous head, like a Mega
Yeah, why is he
Mind
bulbous?
head?
Oh, he's Gru.
Oh,
His-
Yeah,
he's
that's
got a
just
flat
that's just
head.
how
He's
it
got the
looks.
Gru
I just
fit.
edited it. That's just like edited after the hair. This is how it looks after
He
editing
put a
the
bald
hair.
cap over his hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Heart fans,
Okay.
I'm bald. You like
Here,
it?
fans. I'm having a bad day. About time I got my way. Heart fans.
Ah, despicable me.
Oh, I
uh,
barely even touched my White Claw.
Well,
It's gonna get worse from here.
who's excited for the Chick-fil-A streaming service to either be like one of those Tubi things where just get to free shows or to never come out?
There's some bangers on Tubi.
No, Tubi's got good stuff. It's just like, it's all like free cheap stuff. And that's like any streaming service that just gets free cheap stuff. I always just
How
think
about
like it's
Nugu?
good.
Anyone checked out Nugu lately? Nugu has a pretty good library.
Oh, what about? Oh, wait. Anyone here hop on like Gunkbo?
Gunkbo.
Gunkbo.
No.
It's the new streaming service. It's got like a new live action show with like Dan Harmon and Will Arnett in it, and it's on Gunko only.
Oh, really?
Oh.
A Gunko exclusive Dan
It's a
Harmon and
Gunko-
Will Arnett comedy show.
Yeah.
I hope that show does well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it does. It's streaming on
That must have
Gunko
been an
right now.
expensive deal to get with Gunko.
That's really very expensive.
Yeah.
I'll have to go react to it on my channel.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have to
that'd be a
subscribe,
great
subscribe to
reaction.
Gunko. They got so many shows on there. It's on Gunko.
Okay.
Crab Cake Ruth, should we do like a reaction like collaboration?
We should.
Let's react to what's the next topic, Ryan? Is it Nintendo?
The next topic is actually about Bugs Bunny.
Oh, we
See, if the
can't though
next
because
topic was
the movie
Nintendo.
doesn't exist though.
That's what we're talking about. And the fact
There's
that we know
nothing
we know for sure
Oh.
now the movie definitely is not coming out.
What movie?
So
That's
uh,
upsetting.
So, for give a little context, Bye Bye Bunny was an upcoming animated musical about Bugs Bunny. That was like listed. There was a lot of Looney Tunes projects that were supposed to come out, and now none of them are, except one of them. And this one was like kind of in flux for a bit. I feel like we didn't really know like what was happening with it. We heard a lot of like different stories. But we basically know now, I think thanks to Eric Bauza, that this is not coming out, and it's fully been scrapped.
Ugh,
Which
my
is
heart.
insane. Which is insane, by the way.
That's
Like,
so sad. I hate that. I hate that so much.
I know we joke about this all the time. Does Warner Bros. Like actually hate Looney Tunes? It kind of feels like it.
You know, I don't know.
It's very appalling. Like, there's like they already made these films. Like, it's already done. Everyone's paid. They don't even need to. They don't even pay residuals, and yet
we-
they still think it's like
Oh,
worth to
to be-
just scrap
to-
these films. not
To be
get these
clear,
out.
Rosa, I don't think this one was as far as the other two.
Which
This one was still in
Still.
early production.
The idea was there.
Yeah, it was still this whole project being worked on. They scrapped.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
why is that? I'm so upset about that. Actually, the more I think about it, the more upset it makes me.
It really just comes back to the idea like everything companies, every project's being done, companies only see as like a loss.
Mhm.
Right.
My theory is that, and I thought about this recently. I think Warner Bros. Feels the same about Looney Tunes that like Disney feels about the Muppets. I think they like the idea that they own these like really iconic characters that like everyone knows, but they don't like the idea of like putting the money into like service projects. So, like Bugs Bunny is a really good character to have for like marketing. Like, ooh, look, we got Bugs Bunny. Like they don't have any actual like interest or drive to like do a big Bugs Bunny project. And anything that happens happens via a miracle, pretty much.
Man,
But-
I don't. It's kind of hard to know like what even to say anymore.
I know.
it
It's
just kinda
like
sucks.
yeah, it happens too often though. Too often these days.
Because I feel like this could have been a big thing too. Like I know we did
Yeah.
all the Looney Tunes projects, but it's true because the Looney Tunes, these are still characters people know. But I don't know, like 2D animated Bugs Bunny musical. I don't know. That's like something people like ask for still. Like it's
Yeah.
animated musicals, like 2D animated musicals. It's like are like in demand again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They just hate fun and whimsy. That's what it sounds like. They don't have any whimsy in their lives.
I don't think
Yeah.
it can be stressed enough how much a miracle it is that the day the Earth blew up is even coming out. But it feels like an accident. It feels like they didn't know they were still making that, and they got so far into production that like there was no takesy backsies that like they're stomping their feet about it. Like that coming out just feels like a miracle. I don't know how that one slipped through the cracks somehow.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad it did.
Yeah, I'm pretty relieved that we're getting at least one of these. Because that was, I mean, for me personally, that was the one I think I was most interested to see.
You
how
love
it
those
turned
guys,
out.
Porky and Daffy.
Yeah, and in a way, it also seems like the one that feels like the one that's the least likely to have gotten approved.
Right.
Like a
Yeah.
theatrical movie starring Porky Pig and Daffy Duck specifically.
With no celebrity like voice actors in it whatsoever.
No. Like you'd think the first like fully original 2D animated Looney Tunes movie
Starring
would be
Bugs
the-
Bunny.
Yeah, it would be the one starring Bugs Bunny. That's like a musical. Like that
Right.
makes sense. But no, it's gonna be the one we didn't expect. And to speak on that, the day the Earth blew up, because we know it has like an actual distributor for the U.S. now.
That's right. Yes, that's recent news too.
Yeah. It's crazy how I don't know how well it's gonna do. It's crazy how everyone I've heard like talk about who has seen it has just utterly hyped it up.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that one. I hope that one does decently well enough. I have no idea.
I'm worried they're gonna try so hard not to market it. That's like my worry.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see,
Well,
I guess. But
I will be seated in that theater when
Yeah.
it does release.
But you know, I
but
will.
yeah, we bye Bunny, I guess. Goodbye. Eric Bauza
Alright.
did release like a demo.
Yeah, I think that's how we learned
Yeah.
how
One of the songs from it.
it definitely wasn't coming out. It's like he said something in that tweet, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I'm poor Eric, but I'm glad Eric Bauza is very outspoken,
Mm-hmm.
and we've talked about this. He's very upfront about his like love for Looney Tunes, and he very much seems on the same page as a lot of like fans and stuff. Whenever
Because
this kind of stuff doesn't happen.
I think a lot of voice actors tend to be very in tune with like animation world, like especially the ones for a lot of stuff. So like I think he's very well aware of like the work that goes into the stuff in particular. And I imagine for him, he knows like how hard this stuff is, and like he's probably like really he's disappointed because he's a fan of the characters and it's like his work. But I think he also knows that like a lot of time goes in, like a time and hard work goes in this, and it's probably like a bummer to him too, in particular.
Yeah, you could tell he really cares. Like he has a really like deep appreciation for like everything he's in and everything like people have worked on, which is really nice to see.
We should get him on this show.
DM
I think you guys could do it.
I feel like if we could get him for like 20 minutes maximum. That might be one of those. Might be one of those. Like his time is probably valuable. But he does
what-
appear on like podcasts and stuff. So.
Someone in chat asked, "Do you think the day the Earth will blow up will actually come out?" Good news, it has come out in multiple places, and we just got news of a distributor for America, so that one is locked and ready to go no matter what happens now.
If you live in Germany, I've got very good news.
Yeah, for all our German viewers.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn God.
No, that's like we can't.
Oh, this Porky character is filled with piggy power.
I blame all of you for getting my sister obsessed with Sing and Sing.
I didn't do
2.
anything. That was all
really.
Are you
I
sure?
feel like that's a very like natural Lou interest to have. I think it's probably been encouraged. I think Ryan has probably done nothing to discourage it. Like I think I could believe that Ryan's the reason why Lou feels so comfortable enjoying Sing.
Okay.
True.
I think otherwise possibly it might have been like a very repressed like secret sneak it during deep in the night kind of
No,
thing.
I mean I'm not bashing the movie. I like the movie too, but it's just really funny how she watched it like every other day. So I'm just, a little surprised by that when she used to do that all the
I think
time.
it's the ultimate like Ryan and Lou fusion dinner. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
like
yeah.
Anthropomorphic animals in a musical.
Mediocre
joining
kids
forces
movie.
Because
with
that movie came
mediocre
out
children's
like
movies.
what, 2016? Like
2016.
I was still living with her during that time, and she wasn't like this when Sing
wasn't
came
like
out.
this.
She wasn't like this before.
It's a later
So I'm
development.
wondering, I'm wondering what happened.
I think Sing 2 happened. I think that's another.
She
big
saw
factor.
the beautiful illumination, like lighting render engine, and her mind was
see.
warped.
True. Yeah, you know
Brain
what? Sing 2 is a
was
beautiful
warped.
movie. I'll give it that. It's very beautiful.
But
Beautiful visual
you're
animation.
you're right though, because like it is the ultimate combination of like mediocre animated kids movie that like I think is funny, like that like Hotel Transylvania ass genre of movie.
Oh my gosh.
But it's like also about like furry characters singing, so like Lou likes it for like realsies 100%. So it's like the ultimate
Right.
in between of like our nonsense.
love that.
Why don't
I
you have a
love that.
podcast about Sing?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's only 2 movies.
Well, I mean, 2 movies, 4 hours. How many characters are in those movies? There's like freaking 19 characters at least.
I'd be interested to hear a deep dive into Gunther's character
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
and
love
his
it.
arc.
Not the day the Earth blew up. It's got major piggy power. She's playing like fucking Deadlock right now. She doesn't care about this podcast. We can say whatever she wants.
Rosa,
No,
there is
no.
a question for you.
No, I was talking about Lou.
Oh,
I can
Lou?
hear her. I can hear her in her room playing Deadlock. She ain't listening.
Yeah, no, she's probably like listening to this in the background. She said she was gonna listen to this. Oh, you should like quiz her on this. Like, what did we talk about at this exact timestamp?
Yeah.
That'd be
That'd be
fun to
fun.
do. Yeah. Yeah. What? Eddie, do you have anything else to say about the Bugs Bunny movie? That
It's just
Couldn't-
disappointing.
Yeah, it sucks. Sucks.
yeah, there
we,
is a dog
we should.
Cleveland show.
Yeah, fuck you,
What?
John Racist.
What? Why are we talking about that Doc in the Cleveland show again? The second night in a row.
Someone in chat asked. Okay.
Oh, it's John Racist.
Yeah.
Oh,
John
of course.
Racist asked.
Oh.
About the Doc in
Yeah,
the Cleveland
suck on
show.
that, John Racist. Never doubt me again.
What? And who's John Racist?
Ryan, you can't do that because you said you're okay. Whatever. Whatever. Like, can someone talk? What are we doing here? What's next? What's the next topic?
Well,
It's John. Don't be racist.
that was technically the last normal news topic we had before we get into like what we
Normal
watched or
news.
played. But there's
I
one more
mean-
that isn't real news, but you wanted to talk about it at least a little bit for like a second. It's just like fake news.
Fake news.
On August 23rd,
go.
last night, there was a light prediction of Steve Harvey over Atlanta. I'm gonna put it on screen.
Oh, the beautiful projection of Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is gonna be in the sky.
Those are just the stars.
Yeah, those are what the stars at night look like every time I look up. What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Did you think it was funny?
We could also talk about freaking Sonic the Hedgehog leaks. It's been a while since we had a Sonic themed podcast. Right?
Oh,
And there was also a new
yeah.
trailer for that video
Oh,
game.
isn't it rumored?
Yes.
Okay, look. If you talk about Sonic and Shadow Generation, it's got to be like 3 minutes. We've dedicated like at least an hour worth of podcast time across like 20 podcasts of that video game. They release like a new trailer for it like every like second. Let's talk about the movie a bit more this time. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, is Steve Harvey on the screen right now?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good time to talk about.
There he is.
Perfect.
I mean, there's not much to say other than there's like a current rumor that next week on Tuesday is when the Sonic the Hedgehog there's been so many rumors about when this trailer is going to come out.
It'll be this time.
I think we haven't really covered every time it's been rumored just because it's just like
It's rumored to come out later when?
I believe it when I sees it. It's supposed to come out this month.
Oh yeah, that's right. This month.
So next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Really coming down the wire in
I guess
August
we'll,
here.
I guess we'll see if the movie exists.
Yeah,
You
there's
do-
a few plot leaks. Nothing too spoilery. I don't know how much we want to get into.
It's fine. It's a baby movie.
There was one thing in particular that I was I felt very, I guess, vindicated by. There is a rumor that Gerald Robotnik in this movie is going to be played by Jim Carrey.
That's really good.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Yeah. And you
Whoa.
can check the archives. I've been advocating for this for a while. That I thought like if Jim Carrey was going to come back for a third Sonic movie, I want him to play Gerald Robotnik, because that's kind of been Jim Carrey's stance that like he only returns for movies if he gets to do something new. So
Was it part of your fan cast?
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think that'd be interesting, I guess, to see him playing two different roles, you know, in a family lineage, but with a very different.
Yeah.
Because he can be a serious actor if he wants to be. And
That would be interesting.
It's a very serious role. So yeah, I mean that's your freaking Sonic movie.
Well, hold on. There's one more thing you were kind of talking about somewhere about one of the actors that got leaked. You're hoping they're gonna play a cartoon animal, not a human.
Oh yeah, there was also a leaked poster that had all the actors except for Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who's
I just can't believe that. We're gonna do. They're gonna. This happened last time too. We're gonna have to like make a stink about it again.
Yeah, fans are gonna make a big stink.
That sucks.
And they're gonna be bullied into like putting, because Colleen O'Shaughnessy, if you don't know, she's the voice for Tails, and she's the only main actor who doesn't have any sort of celebrity status. Like she's just known for
voice
smaller
actor.
Yeah, she's a voice actor, so she does like video game roles and like cartoons primarily. And yeah, that's just crazy because Tails he's literally the secondary like furry animal character.
Yeah, but he's not voiced by us. I think that situation's funny because they just had her come in to record like the cameo at the end, and they just kind of stuck with it. They couldn't like change it to a celebrity the last second.
You know, I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, I don't know how that would have sounded, like Tails voiced by a celebrity. Like, who would you cast if you had to pick a celebrity? Who would you cast as Tails?
I
think that's kind of a dead end question.
Dang it, I was gonna say that.
It's Tom Holland. That's always the answer.
Oh, I could be Tails. I'm a celebrity.
True.
I give celebrity to like babies.
They would have casted like one of the kids from, I can't say Stranger Things anymore because they're like all like 28 years old now. What's the most recent like child-led cultural phenomenon?
Raven's Home.
Raven's Home? See, I'm not gonna
Not
count
even
that.
true.
I guess the Ryan from Ryan's World could have been in consideration.
Rosa, it sounds like you had an idea. What's your idea?
I wasn't gonna say much. I was just gonna say I was just gonna follow up on the fact that like one of the stranger kids were murdered on set of like the movie relating to Treasure.
What?
Okay, so there was this movie. It was about like these three nerds like going out to the mountain to get like a treasure so they could like do something with their lives. And like one of the jokes is that like the statue was later going to be auctioned off to one of the Stranger Things kids, and he gets killed off in the movie.
Oh.
What? So the actor that it was going to be auctioned off to dies in the movie. Is that a
Yes.
spoiler?
Yes, but I don't think anyone would have watched that movie unless there was like letting their what was it? They were letting Peacock like autoplay after Ted.
Okay.
It's a
Okay, so
Peacock
this is
exclusive movie, so nobody's seen it.
It's
Got
an
it.
exclusive on the cock. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, that means nobody will ever watch it. That's true.
Yeah. But on this leaked poster, one of the top actresses was someone we knew. Like there was like a press release where they named like 8 actors who are going to be in the movie. And they only disclosed one of the roles, which is Maria.
Mhm.
And the other ones I think they hadn't revealed.
No.
Who they're
Oh.
playing. But one of those actors, who is, let me make sure I get the name right because it'd be embarrassing if I didn't. But she played Jessica Jones in the Netflix Jessica Jones show. Kristen Ritter. So I mean, if you've been following the trail of this movie's very cryptic, not even like marketing, just like release kind of just buzz.
Mhm.
You've probably heard her name come up. But she's listed third right after Jim Carrey and Ben Schwartz, which is very intriguing. I don't know what exactly the rules are for like when you list your actors. Like I know there's a specific like order of things, right? Like certain people you list on top.
Yeah.
And then there's like the with this person and with this person. So I don't know if that's just sheerly like on the level of importance in the movie, if that's a net worth thing. But yeah, I mean I'm hoping it's I think it's probably gonna be like some like new original human character.
Hmm.
But I hope it's, 'cause they've been very tight-lipped. There haven't been like any leaks about any
Yeah.
unannounced characters basically whatsoever. But yeah, I hope it's one of those furry animal characters we know and love. I really want Amy personally, just because I mean, just in terms of optics, like it's just like how many Sonic the Hedgehog movies can you go without having Girl Sonic in there? I mean, that's just
Girl
kind of.
Sonic.
I mean, that's kind of are you crazy? Are you mad?
Mhm.
You know. But yeah, I don't know. I also had a dream recently where they
Yeah.
had Spider Amy.
Oh, I remember
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Whoa. Wait, I want
Yeah,
to know about this.
I had a dream where I got to see footage of the third Sonic movie. And they introduced a group of characters called the Freedom Fighters, and they were all like completely original, brand new, like CGI animal characters. They all looked really ugly. Like I was really like upset watching it. And
Yeah.
one of the characters was Spider Amy, who
Oh.
is not Amy Rose, the Hedgehog. It was just like an anthropomorphic spider character.
Oh.
And I remember in my dream just being like, just really let down. Like, well, I hope this doesn't mean that like regular Amy is just never gonna appear in these movies because they
Oh.
have Spider Amy, who's just a way cooler character.
Spider Amy.
I really
I hope
like
Spider Amy makes
Amy.
an appearance in the new one, actually. I think she'd be a
Yeah.
great addition.
I feel like they're
So-
being
so-
too like passive with introducing animal characters. Now you've had your 2 movies, where, like you slowly add them to get people used to it. At this point, who cares? Just throw Vector the Crocodile in there for like no reason.
Right. He was in the
Yes.
comics, right?
Yeah, he
Who you-
was like he had a cameo.
Like, who are you trying to impress at this point? Like, who are you trying to, like, swerve in slowly? Just fucking have, like, the Chaotic show up. Have, like, whoa, is that a portal with Rouge the Bat in it?
Legitimately, at this point, I think it has to purely be a budget thing.
Okay.
Like, because I think they might have it in their heads now. Like, okay, we have 3 whole, like, animated animal characters who are appearing in this movie. Like, because every time you add one, that's just, like, an extra, like... That's an extra, like, certain amount to the budget.
Or,
you know?
they're building up towards the Sonic verse.
Right, they want to, like, slowly...
Yeah, they're
that's
expanding the Sonic verse.
That's kind of what you would say, like, to market it. Like, I don't think they could ever be upfront, like, oh yeah, it's just purely a budget thing. Like, we're not allowed to spend this amount of money, so we have to cut certain characters. Like, I think they're very much going to say, like, oh, we're teasing out the universe here.
You know what's gonna happen? The post-credit scene for this will be a portal opens and the Freedom Fighters walk out, Spider Amy leading, and then and all like the animal characters will be the next one.
That's crazy. No way. It's gonna be Zavok. I just know it in my heart.
Zavok stepping out of the portal.
It's so funny if they did that. Can you imagine? Like, you get to the post credits, like, oh, it's gonna be Amy, Rouge, Blade, Silver, Rope, Metal Sonic, and then like a red foot appears like on screen. It's like, finally, I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, for this one, I my kind of prediction, like, I feel like you can do a little bit more than what they're doing now. Like, I'm seeing in chat, like, they want to focus on Shadow, and I get that. But I think you can just like you could. I feel like you could just have like Amy, for example, or Rouge. Like, you could have them like not really be focused on as like super major characters that are a part of the main cast, but like just kind of like appear like as a part of the world that's like understood, because they've pretty firmly established like how the universe of the Sonic movies work.
I think the interesting thing is, I think people are going to have to go into this one accepting, because it's going to be like based on Sonic Adventure 2. I think they're going to have to be ready to accept there's going to be a lot of changes to the plot. At least like 2 animal characters in the plot aren't going to be here. Rouge and Amy. Great moment for feminism, by the way, cutting the 2 women characters in the plot. They're not going to be here. They're going to add a lot of human characters to like the plot. People are going to embrace for the fact that it's not going to be 1-to-1 Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Wade
in some ways, that's like...
will be there, hopefully.
Oh, well, of course. You gotta have the Whipmeister and his FBI sister. Yeah, on some level, I mean, I think that's a good thing. Like, I think they do a good job at focusing on what characters they do in the movies, at least. I mean, like, the Knuckles show was not focused on Knuckles, so I think that doesn't really count.
What if Wade Whipple takes the place of Amy in the plot? Like, he's the one who gives like the speech to Shadow or whatever.
Right.
I would actually be so upset.
Like, that would be so funny.
They could have the iconic Sonic character, the President. I think that would make up for it. If you just cram as many, just like human Sonic characters that are legacy characters.
This is how Chris Thorndike wins.
Yeah, we could have Chris Thorndike. We should have Princess Elise. Played by Kristen Ritter.
Aquafina.
Oh, Aquafina actually playing Princess Elise. Okay.
Huge.
That would be pretty huge. Who are some other? We could have Snively from the Archie comics.
What was that?
That was Tommy.
Sorry, Snively made me laugh really hard. What about Professor Pickle, the man, the myth, the legend?
Right. Yeah, we could have like a globetrotting adventure. We could visit.
Ooh, true.
You could visit all these different human
the Japanese name for this movie is like Sonic versus Shadow, Trouble in Tokyo, or something like that. That's like the Japanese name. So maybe they can go around the world, and that's how Professor Pickle gets to be part of it.
Yeah. Ooh, let me consult my ancient European tome. Right. Yeah. Sonic Force's Rookie. That's an animal character. That'd be too expensive. Sorry. We're not gonna have Sonic Force's Rookie.
What about Dr. Eggman? He's a human.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you think they could add Dr. Eggman to the movie?
I don't know. That might be crazy if they did, though, because like he's a big character the fans have wanted.
Yeah.
I think actually they can add Sonic Forces Rookie. I think they would change it to a human character, like a human child character, who has like a bunch of like spy gear and like toys and stuff.
Oh
And
yeah,
they
kids will
get to
love
join
that.
Sonic on the adventure. Because the rookie's supposed to be kind of like an audience surrogate, kind of like avatar character, right?
Okay, that'd be
So-
No way, for
awesome.
real?
You could change him to like a
Oh my
human
God.
child. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh my
And they
god!
do-
And that child will be played by Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I'm 14.
I'm 14. I just love being here with Sonic. It's so awesome.
No,
When,
he ain't. No, I think Tom Holland would be a good Chris Thorndyke.
He
I
kind of
actually think
would.
that's true. He would. He could
It's.
play it.
I say that with no
Oh, Mr.
irony.
Hedgehog. Right. Yeah.
When I thought Rouge the Bat might be in this movie, I thought they would like reveal that like that one agent from the like post-credit scene of the previous movie was Topaz. Like that'd be like everyone jumping up and down for the reference kind of
Right,
moment.
Okay. We can still do that. I mean,
Well, if Rouge the
Yeah.
Bat isn't there, then there's no fucking point because there's no Yuri.
Right.
True.
we could adapt Rouge the Bat to like a human style.
I think they could do that, and everyone would be so mad.
Yeah.
It would be so funny.
That would cause an outrage.
Because so many, we're kind of like, we're kind of exiting the era of video game movies with very, like, that do stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
right? I can't think of any specific examples, but like a world where the Sonic movies have a bunch of human characters that have like that are named after specific Sonic characters. You know, like Knuckles is a guy with like brass knuckles. and he's
Oh,
like
then-
gang or
gosh.
something.
Detective Vector comes in, and he's like a live action
yeah.
like 40-year-old man.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
like he's just Columbo.
Right. Yeah. But maybe they're gonna start doing that just as like a compromise because they feel like we're never gonna get the budget to have like 18 different animal CGI characters on the screen.
I'm just looking at all the Sonic human characters. There's not a lot to pull from, though. Really, there's like Elise, Professor Pickle, and like I guess if you go to the anime, then you get like all the anime guys. But like, there's not a ton. Like, I don't know. Do you want to start pulling like the guy, the human girls, so like Sonic and the Secret Rings in, and like all those guys? Like, can they just show up in these movies? Would that be
You
awesome?
think a Razor Jin is gonna be the villain?
Yeah,
of the next...
Razor Jin and the Genie Girl can show up, and they can both be played by humans, and like that's how they save the budget. And like Ben Schwartz Sonic can go like Arabian Nights, something like that.
Yeah, he would definitely.
Hey.
Oh, this is just like Aladdin.
Yes, Rosa.
The gun soldier that killed Maria.
Oh, he'll definitely be here. That'll be huge. That'll be big. Fans love him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's
Oh,
actually a
shit.
character in Sonic X.
Makes
we
sense.
gotta have. We do gotta have the gun commander with heterochromia in there.
They got if they
We
don't
don't
give
know
that. He's gotta be in this. They can't mess this up.
Yeah, we don't know if he's Olive Garden guy or not.
Yeah.
Olive Garden.
Imagine they like it shows a shot. And you're like, you remember me, Shadow? Like, who are Olive Garden? No.
Like
And then
this-
he like rubs his eyes, and then he's like carefully takes out like
a color,
whatever
contact?
context. Yes.
like he's been in disguise the whole time. Whoa.
Oh.
I
That'd be
love
kinda
the
awesome.
idea that Shadow knows him as Olive Garden.
Like
See,
it's
he
because
is.
at one point like Sonic introduces him as Olive Garden.
Okay, that
I
can
mean-
work.
Oh, Olive Garden,
Hmm.
huh? And Shadow hears it like, oh, what a name.
Oh.
Prophetic name.
Also,
we
Shadow's
know-
being voiced by Keanu Reeves. That's pretty much confirmed now.
Yeah, I mean,
Congrats.
we Keanu Reeves is on the poster now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was rumored that that's who he's playing. So, yeah, it's crazy they
should
didn't
be, yeah.
announce that the same way they did Knuckles.
Yeah, I
He's
think
very
Oh
tight-lipped.
yeah.
maybe something fell. Maybe maybe like something happened behind the scenes that like made them have to delay that announcements because they weren't sure they were gonna get him or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't because they also haven't like they're also at like Gamescom recently. They've been like advertising the movie like on the show floor. And people pointed out that like all the promotional material they've been using has not been like new renders or anything. They're just like reusing stuff from the second movie.
Yeah, the marketing for this one has been like some people I think are being a bit dramatic, but I do think the marketing for this one has been very strange.
It's starting to get concerning. I think the closer we get,
Most movies have a trailer like at this point like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like-
know the last one was in like the second movie had a trailer in December and then it came out in April. So it's kind of like at the tail end of like when it's becoming too late.
The other one announced like the actor for Knuckles like before like a
That's
month
true.
before that too. Like they had a tease
Oh, yeah.
still.
Right. It's been a lot quieter. Maybe they're saving money. Maybe because there's like an extra animal character. Like, okay, we gotta shave a month off of marketing if we want to add this extra animal character in the last like 15 minutes of the movie.
Who do you think it'll be? Oh, maybe it's Charmy B. Only Charmy B.
Yeah. Charmy B steps out of the portal at the end.
Sonic, we need your help.
Oh my god! Like, okay, for Charmy B, they like make him really small for
Okay.
budgetary reasons. So
Oh,
he's
like,
like
for
the same size
budgetary.
as, like, yes, they make him like the same size he was in like Knuckles Chaotix.
No, they should make him like a regular size bee, and then you don't actually have to put him in the scene, and the characters just pretend there's a bee flying around. Do it like sitcom style.
Right,
Who-
right.
Just
Who would
hear
be
him
like
buzzing around.
who would be the worst animal character to put like in the post credits too? Like who
The
would get like the
worst?
most Sonic fans mad?
I'll be honest,
Big
the
the
most
cat.
fans mad.
I feel like there's some Big the Cat fans though.
No, you're right, but that would make this more majority mad.
I guess so, 'cause
Yeah.
that'd be kind of like a joke. punchline
Yeah,
kind of ending.
that's true. I guess.
And he's not epic with the sauce or anything. Or
Honestly,
the...
I think at this point, anyone other than like
Wait, Wiffle is better.
Rouge or Amy or Silver would probably make people mad
Really?
or confused. Like,
I'm,
I think
hey.
Vector. People wouldn't get mad at Vector, but they'd be kind of like, "Why did they pick Vector?" You know? No, it's
that
fine. I
Vector?
just didn't think it'd be Vector.
What about Jet the Hawk?
Jet the Hawk. I don't know what people think of that.
Well, they're probably like, oh, Sonic Riders movie, and that might be exciting to them.
I know I would hate if it was like any of the like. It's gonna be awful, but any of the like the '90s Archie characters.
If Sally
like,
Acorn
Oh.
jumped out of the portal, you'd be like,
I would be
"Shut
like-
up."
Oh,
I would actually kind of be like, whatever, man.
What's his name?
like
Like
Antoine.
Antoine?
Yeah, the French dog
No,
character.
I hope I am not too late.
Oh. Yeah, any of them, I'd be like, get out of here. Like, stop playing around. But I don't
They
think they
can't-
have it.
They
don't
can't
know if
bring
they're
those.
allowed to do that.
They can't bring those characters back. They can't let like guys on Twitter win. So
Yeah.
mean. Like I don't care actually that much. Why like
'Cause
mad
if-
at here?
If they got brought back, that would mean like they gained legal custody over these characters. Like some amount of like exchange of money would have had to happen specifically to get freaking Rotor the Walrus. I mean, no offense to any Rotor fans, but come on. That's not gonna happen.
Porker Lewis.
Oh my God.
Late.
Porker Lewis.
No, wait, who was their friend that died in battle?
who?
I know there's a lot of like animal. There's like a bunny named like Johnny Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
that's him. He was the one who died in battle.
There's Porker Lewis who wears like a jacket.
Yeah, in the last issues of Sonic, of the Sonic British Sonic comics, the Fleetway, he dies. He dies in battle.
Yeah.
Well, what
Knuckles'
if for
the
dad,
first
who
time-
microwaves them as a
No.
kid steps through a portal?
What if freaking I had a good one. I forgot it was a good one. What if the gay Owl McElroy grandpa came through the portal from the IDW comics?
What did you say?
Oh my god.
The gay McElroy Owl character from the IDW comics hopped through the portal, and he's voiced by the actual
Oh.
McElroy grandpa.
That'd be kind of awesome. That'd be
think
kind
so?
of awesome.
You promise? You promise you think it'd be kind of awesome?
I promise that would be kind of awesome.
You promise? You're
do.
serious? /SR?
The post credits of this scene needs to be, I think the portal opens up and the character that hops through is Game Sonic. How epic would that be?
Oh, dude,
Mm.
wait. Multiverse implications?
Yeah,
Game
yeah.
Sonic meeting movie
The Sonic verse.
Oh, and it's like multiple Sonics, so it's like first it's like our modern Sonic, and then classic Sonic walks out, and then long legs, soulful Sonic 06 Sonic walks out, and then Sonic Boom Sonic walks out, and all the other
And then
Sonics
Sonic Prime
out.
Sonic comes out, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm not canon to the games," and then everyone cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Jason Smith Sonic comes out and says, "Hey guys,
Griffith Sonic.
Jason Griffith Sonic walks out and says,
Sonic's the name.
I'm gonna be the new permanent voice actor for Sonic in all the games, and we hate Roger Craig Smith at Sega the whole time. You guys were right."
Oh, that would
Total
be freaking
fangasm
Kino.
moment.
Yeah, if Paramount really loves the fans, like if they really want to make a true love letter to all the fans, I think that would be awesome if they do that.
And then
Oh, there's a good chat comment.
movie Sonic because he's so annoying. Sonic Go is so stupid.
True. Yeah. Oh, maybe like Game Sonic comes in and replaces Movie Sonic to complete his arc of growing into a
Oh.
hero.
Wow.
No way. He shapes his arms.
He shaves his arms and he connects his eyeballs together.
That's gross. That's a gross visual of like movie live action Sonic
Gosh.
pushing his eyes together to make like his mono eye in like
That's
live action.
horrifying.
My character arc is complete, and he's voiced by Jason Griffith. Oh my gosh, yes.
All my yes.
Oh my yes. Okay, that would actually be so cool if that could happen. Oh, I actually want to see that now.
You just sound like every gamer podcast ever made.
Oh my god.
No way. You know what would be pretty cool?
Yeah.
If he grows muscles and goes EXE.
Oh, you know, that would actually be kind of cool. I
What if
never thought of that.
What if EXE Sonic hacks the movie in the middle of Sonic 3? Like the screen starts
Oh
glitchy
my
out.
God.
And like the person doing the projector has to come out like, guys, we need your help, and then everyone in the audience will start beatboxing against the movie screen to get the movie played again.
Sorry, folks.
That
What
would
happened
be-
again?
That would be crazy.
Like Hulk Hogan and Gremlins too.
We're just saying shit right now. We're just the part of the show where we just listen and say stuff.
Oh my gosh, what is in the theater? Andre was there, and like he pays you like $2.
Oh my God. Okay.
And he turns to you to, get your popcorn ready. You're gonna love this part.
Sure.
And then
yeah.
Pop comes out of the portal. The Sonic goes, "Where am I? How did I get here?"
Did we watch or play anything this week?
Yeah, did anyone watch
Yes.
the play this week?
I know you did, Rosa.
Of course. All right, so I would like to talk about a movie called Pulse. Now,
Pulse.
within the past 2 weeks, my good friend Ali recommended to me because I was interested in walking Jacob's Ladder with Lou and others who keeps putting it off.
What? Say what?
I'm just joking. I wanted to watch like Jacob's Ladder when I was visiting Ryan, but we never got to it.
I mean, you did a lot of other things.
You're right.
Well,
But
that's what
the movie is
Pulse.
hello. Can you hear me?
Tell us what. Yeah,
Yes.
just tell us what Pulse.
Okay, so the movie is called Pulse. It's a horror movie from Japan back in the year 2001.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the Disney movie. Go on.
You thought she said holes?
No,
Yeah.
pulse.
She's saying pulse.
You
know, like-
Whoopsies.
Oh yeah,
You know, the
it's
thing
a
you have to
movie-
live.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Go
sorry,
on.
continue.
So
And I'm not
in,
talking about Capri Sun and nachos.
in
Okay,
simple
sorry.
term, a student and a florist worker discovered that there is a spirit that is trying to come through the real world that's trying to invade the world through the internet. That's in
Wait,
simple
what?
terms, but it's a horror movie. Basically, they encountered a spirit from within a computer, and it
Okay.
slowly is taking over the world
Whoa.
and trying to bring people into a depression.
Oh.
It's
So
a
wait,
very
what is it? What does the computer do? Like,
it was something. So what happened was there was someone who came in contact with something,
there's someone
And
who
the
came into
result-
contact with something.
and it ended up spreading through the internet. And from there, it just
Ralph is
spreads
there.
to other people.
Sorry.
Is it like
Yeah.
Ring, where there's like a
Yes.
curse?
Yes,
Oh.
it's like
And you-
Ring.
Okay.
It's a
Interesting.
very Yeah, it's a very slow and quiet horror. It's been recommended to me because like I've been wanting to
Hmm.
watch like other things similar to like Jacob's Ladder. So it's very
Okay.
slow. It's very
So,
quiet, but it's very filling.
so what would be your Rotten Tomatoes score on it?
I don't know, but I enjoy it. I love it. I definitely want to see it again just to see like any other stuff I didn't notice as I was going through
Hmm.
it.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
definitely recommend it. Watch it with friends.
I enjoy a
Uh,
good freaky
mm,
picture.
yeah, it's like very relaxed. There is an American remake. Don't watch it. It's kind of just loud and annoying. It kind of just didn't really understand the original intent with the movie.
It's got Shia
Okay.
LaBeouf in it, and they're in the desert for some reason.
Shut
Yeah.
up. That's not even the word she said.
I know. I'm making
It's,
fun of myself
you're
now.
you're confusing our audience.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. And another thing
Sweet.
I've been enjoying recently, there's been a new character mod for Sonic Roguelikes 2,
What is it?
and it is the Sonic X mod. You can play specifically as Sonic from Sonic X.
Who jumps through the portal at the end of the third Sonic movie?
Yes,
by Jason Griffith?
That
exactly.
exact one.
Yes, exactly. You're getting it.
I was gonna
So,
say something very mean about Sonic X, but no, I'm gonna be nice. So go
Whoa.
on.
Well, now you have to say it.
Yeah, I want
Not
to.
everyone
No,
likes
no,
that show.
no.
No, you have to
gonna
commit.
say,
You have to
I
commit.
was gonna
Come
say, is it as okay as the cartoon?
That's like not even that mean to say.
I guess
Like
not,
some people hate
yeah.
that
the
show.
That's very tame.
overall, no, the cartoon's overall okay, but the meta arc, the third season is pretty really good because it's
It's
just like
got
new
style.
content.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Does it? No, sorry. No, I'm nice. I'm nice. I'm nice.
It's got some. It does have some. It does have some budgetary issues, but I mean, just from a pure aesthetic level, like
Mhm.
I can see the appeal of mimicking it.
Rosa,
Yeah.
go on.
It's really fun. The mod's really fun. He goes super fast. So if you're
Really?
getting this mod, get the training area with it because it's really hard to grasp like how it works. So well, at least if you're going blind. So here's the basics. Basically, he works like a regular Sonic, but like he goes super fast. You had him like go. You could have him zip from like immediately just by holding down the boost button. Yeah, it's it's like the boost, but harder to control. But
Okay.
it's so fun. It has the ability to like you can do a boost and then jump out of it to get some air and like fly across like the map on top of having the ability to do like his special spin dash move he does in the anime where he's kind of grabs a power ring and like flies around and it's really good, it's really fun, but it's hard to control
Hmm.
and like
So Sonic
you
Gut
as
moves really fast and is hard to control. Pretty
even
new.
harder to control, but he has a lot of style, it's really fun. You could also like as you play through the levels, as you collect chaos emeralds, you get like two different super forms. You get the regular supersonic form, which has his own cool deal. I haven't been able to do that yet. And the other is the dark supersonic, which you
People
could
love
get.
that.
Yeah, yeah, Sonic. Yeah, Sonic X like hinted at like a dark Sonic, and then everyone went crazy.
What have we talked
So
about? What do they actually do with that? Like what? I've never been a Dark Supersonic fan. I'll be real.
Mhm.
Like I've never.
Mhm.
Does he just? Is there anything to it? Does he turn evil or something?
okay, so he only Dark Sonic only ever showed up like once. His
Why?
deal is that like it's just Sonic pushed to his like limits, like not like emotionally when after seeing his friends be like trapped and hurt and harmed. So he pretty much like gets a little twisted and
He goes
starts
Tommy EXE.
yes, exactly. And starts
Okay.
Well,
like taking out enemies and
you
then
know,
he's eventually calms down by like Eggman telling Sonic, calm down, this ain't you know. Something like that.
well,
Literally.
Keep killing
you
people.
know, that would never happen to Mario. He was pushed to his limit.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, Mario.
If he was pushed to his
Mario
limit, he would go,
is-
"I love my friends," and then he would
Oh
fight
my
even harder.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Mario. Sonic needs the Chaos Emeralds to go super, but Mario is always super.
Aw. Well,
Yeah.
ain't that nice?
But
I got
so
cute.
with this release, there's like a map you could go to, you could play on. That's like essentially it's the Sonic X world.
The Sonic
You could
X
like run
world.
around. Yeah, you could run around, and there's
They're
a map pack.
NPCs.
There's a map pack where you could like run around and race like Chris's uncle.
You can race him. Is he the guy in the race car?
Yes,
Okay,
pretty
so he's not
cool.
just like
it's a
running
really cool
around
game.
Oh.
the city.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's also another map pack that feels like it was intentionally made with like these abilities in mind. So it probably is. So, but you'll see it. Let me see. Let me see if I can pronounce the name because it's kind of hard to.
I
But it's called the Soul Sensistensian. Let me
What?
post the name.
yeah.
This is the mod pack.
I've wanted to get into Sonic Robo Blast a lot of times. For some reason, it's just one of the games that just like triggers my motion sickness. I don't know what it is exactly about it.
I think that makes sense.
Mm.
I can look at it and like get what you mean.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't. Maybe it's just like the camera because it's like
It's
based on
very
like the
modified
Doom
busy.
engine, right?
It's very busy visually, I think.
Oh, it's even worse if you're playing on like what's that game called?
Sonic Ring Racers?
Ring Racer. Yes, the motion sickness is even worse. But it's
Oh,
like the
man.
funnest. It's like the funniest game ever because you'll love
Yeah.
playing it and then hate it at the same time.
I wonder if there's if anyone else who has this issue has made some kind of like, is there like a special countermeasure? Because it's a game that I've like wanted to get into, but it's just like if I play it for more than an hour, I have to like
Oh.
lay down.
Oh.
Probably by now there should be, but if not, then it'll be
Yeah.
a while.
I know there's a
they're
really
probably
good, there's a really good Kirby mod
Of
that
course.
I've tried out.
That's fun.
Mm.
Even that is like it's supposed to be like slower, but even that is still pretty fast and
Hmm.
dizzying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in other gaming news, there is this hit game with a new character that came out. It's called.
Uh-oh. I think
Anyway, sorry, I don't know
Uh-oh.
what came over me. Something like forbade me
Is
to
that
say
something you watched or played this week?
it. It was. It
Uh-oh.
was.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Do we want to give her the floor to talk about Overwatch? I don't know if is that allowed on
Well,
our show,
I could
Ryan?
start out. The new character's name is
What? I feel like someone's trying to kill you.
Yeah, come on, just tell us. Just be
Let
straight up with
me
us.
hear you sing.
Well,
Sing
the reason why it's
together.
just on my mind because it came out this week, so that's why I'm like, oh yeah, that exists. She's from
What do you
space,
think?
I guess, or she goes to space. I don't know, something like that.
What is it? Who is it?
Juno.
Juno.
Yeah,
Juno.
that's her name.
Is that the
and,
movie where she gets pregnant?
What?
Is that? Sorry, Elliot Page?
I don't. Anyway,
Sorry.
she floats and she shoots her gun and she's a support. And she has
Okay.
cool hair, I guess. Yeah.
I'm old and I got gray hair.
I
Yeah,
remember.
Granny Norman was also added to Overwatch.
But I
She's pretty
remember
cool,
when
too.
Winston was everywhere.
So are you good at Overwatch? Like,
I mean, yeah, I was I was someone who played it when it first came out because I'm a I'm a huge TF2 fan. So like when it came out, I'm like, oh cool, another TF2. And so I played it, and then I would play it on and off because it would make me very mad, and then I took a break from it.
Ryan, I
Yeah.
do like TF2. I feel like you should.
Yeah,
This
I
is a
love
game you might
TF2.
enjoy. Have you heard
You know,
of it?
it's
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if I've ever told the story on stream. I have played Overwatch before. I played it at a friend's house. I didn't like it like so fast. I just never played it again. There was way too much like visual clutter in Overwatch for me. There's way too many like on-screen UI stuff.
Mhm.
TF2 for me like has really like good like team recognition. Like if you're
Yeah.
blue, you shoot the red guys. If you're red, you shoot the blue guys. And I think
Yeah.
Overwatch is not as simple and it scares me, so I
Right.
can't play it.
Mhm.
You need
No,
a
yeah,
higher
it-
like graphics card in your brain.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I really do. If a game has like more than like 2 to 3 UI menus on screen, I get scared and can't play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Yeah, but
TF2.
it looks good on you, Cupcake Ruth. Oh, Crab Cake Ruth, sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm a crab cake.
You're a crab cake right now.
Get it right, please.
I will.
Good
I
morning.
will.
Whoa,
but-
that's a pretty
yeah,
cool
it's,
Overwatch you're playing there.
How did I not read The Year of Alvin Fearless until right now?
We're too
Been there
busy
this whole
getting angry
time.
at us.
Since like the first hour.
The Year of Alvin Fearless. Maybe I read it and I didn't realize how funny of a comment that was.
Fearless.
Sorry. Have you been getting kills? I don't know what you do in Overwatch. That I honestly I have a similar experience to Ryan, where I played it for 5 minutes and I wasn't that into it. But I mean, it's just not a game that I would play anyway.
I mean,
so.
it's a 6v. I mean, it's a 5v5 now. You know,
Yeah, we're on
it's
2, aren't we?
yeah.
Overwatch 2.
Yeah, dose.
Shut up! Shut up! I hate you! I despise you! I actually can't stand you, and I hate being on the show with you!
What? That's just Overwatch 2. That's the one we're
2.
on.
What?
Yeah, Overwatch 2.
I heard that
Yeah.
what? I heard that fucking
It's
what?
Overwatch
You think
2.
you're funny?
What?
Do you think you're
Since
funny?
Overwatch 2.
You think you're funny?
I said it's Overwatch 2. What kind of things are they gonna add?
You
in
gonna
this one?
spit on that?
Whoa, I get
Whoa.
honked down, but I too up again. Are you never gonna thang me down?
Ruth, our dear guest,
Yeah.
continue.
Oh yeah. Overwatch 2. It's a shooter, an FPS shooter. There's a lot going on in it. There's new characters. Those new characters get skins, and the old ones don't. and that's about all you need to know.
Do the old ones have all their old skins?
Yeah, they do. But you know,
Yeah.
it's like sometimes so they have like their battle pass system now. It used to not be that, you know?
Holy
You
moly.
used to actually pay for the original game, which I did. And you would just have the game, you know?
Yeah.
And then suddenly Overwatch stopped existing and they made Overwatch 2. Anyway.
That's such a weird thing to happen because now they're adding the 6v6 mode back, right? Like that's the
I
thing they're doing.
know.
So now it's just basically they just made a very big update to Overwatch 1, pretty much.
Yeah. And
Uh,
the story mode that was to be is no
Right.
longer.
The main
Which was
thing
the
they
whole
were
point of the
advertising.
second one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the whole point of Overwatch 2. But hey, you know, they got more characters and skins that you can buy.
Is Winston there still? Is he okay?
Yeah, Winston exists still, yeah.
Peanut butter.
Um,
I love Winston in the German Rumble.
was
Oh,
he
yeah.
in there?
He was in the live action one, yeah.
I don't remember that. I
He-
can't
he,
believe
like,
Overwatch has been around for that long.
He's Germa's favorite character. That's what they said. And then he does like his like super move on someone, like shoves them out of the ring.
I gotta watch that again. I haven't seen that in a while.
I used to watch that video almost every day with my friends. It's not even a joke.
Uh,
We loved it.
Will in the
We
chat,
don't-
I was legit excited for the story mode. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. How the story mode? Tell us about that.
Oh,
How's it
you
going?
know, I never played it because I think I can't remember if you were able to like play it for free for a bit and then eventually you need to pay for it. I don't remember because I didn't really care. Even though I was interested in like the story, I was like, I'll just watch someone play it, you know. It existed
there-
for a bit and then it didn't.
Oh,
Okay.
what happened?
I
It's
don't
just
know,
it's
they-
just gone.
It left on
is
like
it actually just
it left.
gone?
Okay, it left on this cliffhanger where they found Zenyatta and then they stopped, and then I was really sad because I love Zenyatta.
Was
Are
that
they
the
gonna-
mode where they said like we don't know how to make this fun or something, so they just gave
I
up on it?
don't know. I didn't know
I know
you
there's
said
some
that.
like big new thing. There was some new thing there. I remember this. Like I kind of followed this. There was some new thing they're advertising, but they just realized like they weren't that into it, so they just decided to focus on PvP
Ugh,
instead.
that's so
Yeah.
upsetting. There are new game modes.
Um,
Oh yeah, there are new game modes. They introduced
Are they good?
Overwatch Ball. Do they have Overwatch Ball where like you,
They used to
a
have
bunch of
Lucio
characters-
Ball.
Was there an actual ball mode?
There was
Yeah.
Lucio Ball. It was basically Rocket League, but with Lucio.
Oh, I was joking because I feel like every like multiplayer like online game now has to have like a ball mode.
There is a ball mode. But I guess
Well,
if you play as the hamster, it's always ball mode.
Well, you know,
True.
Kirby Dream Buffet is a ball video game.
Oh,
That's true,
true.
but
You
that's
played.
not a
You
game-
played some Kirby Dream Buffet, didn't you?
We did
This
last
week?
night. We did, but
Oh,
there's not a
yeah.
mode where you like push a ball around. I mean,
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
I know what
That's
you
be a
mean.
There
mode
should
where you
be.
competitively you push a ball around like an arena.
Nick
Does
Brawl
the
won.
multiverses have that? They added that to multiverses, right?
They did.
Multiverses
It's
has a
not.
ball-
It's not
yeah.
something. It's not something you can play at all times. But it's okay. Maybe at one
It's
point
there.
it was, but now it's like in the single player. Multiverse is
Nintendo
also.
honestly. Well, I was just saying Nintendo's lagging behind because there's no ball mode in like Splatoon, is there?
I
No,
don't think so.
no
Or
ball
like
mode.
Mario
Yeah, it's a
Kart.
ball.
There's ball
No.
features, but no ball modes, right?
Interesting. I think games would
Yeah.
improve 10 times
I mean, that's
more
the
if
winning
they
formula.
had a ball
Elon Musk
mode.
is like looking into this.
Super Monkey Ball. Yeah, there needs to be like
Yeah.
a Monkey Ball mode.
You were
Yeah.
talking
The
about
multiplayer
like
Monkey Ball game.
how they gave up on the single player story for Overwatch. I feel like
Yes.
online multiplayer games just always try to have a story mode of some sort. It never works out because all the money goes to the multiplayer mode, like all the loot boxes, like all like the skins, like are all in the multiplayer mode. So they just
Yeah, well,
give
they
up
don't
on
even
it.
they don't even do loot boxes anymore. They do the battle pass, or
Right.
they just sell stuff in the shop, and I'm like, that's lame.
So I feel like Multiverses also has tried to have lore, like that's the one on my mind, and they can't do it because it's like, where do you put the lore and story in Multiverses? Where does it
Right.
go?
Right.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
character
You want to know
speech
what's
bubble.
funny?
Yeah.
What?
Splatoon has like the opposite issue of that Overwatch has.
Were like the
That's
single
so-
player is just better than the multiplayer?
Right.
Oh.
Like
That might be
the
true.
like the single player doesn't make me want to die.
Wow.
Nintendo, I think Splatoon has the advantage, and maybe it's like such a Nintendo YouTuber thing to say that Nintendo is making it, and they're used to making like single player experiences, so they can put like all the like
Right.
Mario knowledge and shit into like Splatoon single player mode.
The
Mm.
esports is very much less their their
Right.
forte. Like it's really only
mean-
like Smash Brothers that has a big scene like
I
that.
I basically bought Splatoon 3 just to play the single player, so I mean they got something there.
Right.
Mhm.
When did it start getting called the Battle Pass? Who was the first to do that?
Oh,
Probably Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Because I think it's just interesting that that's become like a genericized term now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like I don't know, like the Battle Pass, like who's battling in the past? You know, like I don't know. Why does it have to be so aggressive? Why does it have to be so violent?
Hmm.
Can't we like make a nicer name for it
Yeah.
or something?
What would be an alternative?
Like
The
the
friendly.
the goodies
Right.
train, you know?
The
The third wave
The
of the
goodie
goodies
bag.
train is on the way.
What do you
goodie
what,
bag.
what would you call like the multiverses one? Like what would the multiverses battle pass be? Make one for it right now.
It'd be the multi. You got to think of a good word that denotes like something that's like moving. You know, something
Mm.
something that passes by. You know, there's pass. I already said train. I don't know
The
the
Polar Express.
the
Oh.
winds. The express. Oh, that's a good express. I think is a good one. The content
The fast lane.
express feature.
Oh,
the fast
Content
lane.
Express.
Fastlane.
Fastlane's what they could call what they like a Disney game would have, like it's like a fast
Right.
pass joke.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds-
Yeah.
Oh my god, they should just make a Disney game where like the battle pass is just called the fast pass.
The fast pass. Because I guess they're not using that branding for the
Mirrorverse.
parks anymore, right?
I don't think so, no.
So that's what it could become. That's what it could be
Mm.
demoted to.
Do you think Epic Mickey Rebrush will have the fast
Oh
pass?
my god.
That'd be
Hey,
awesome.
Right.
Junior,
Epic Mickey
what are you doing
Rebrush.
here?
I love how remakes of games now have to have like a like a clever, quirky title like that now.
Rebrushed.
Yo, Epic Mickey rebrushed. I think it's so funny. I don't know, like
SpongeBob
rehydrated.
Yeah, because rehydrated is like it's like a fine pun. What was the
That's
first
a word.
It was reignited. It was the Spiral Reignited trilogy was the first one to do it.
Oh yeah.
And then everyone started doing it. It's like re-smurfed and shit.
The Smurfs dance party re-smurf. I mean,
One
that's
of them
kind of
was,
funny
like,
because Smurf is like a generic verb in the world of Smurfs.
I don't
Hey, we're
remember.
smurfing over here.
I don't remember. There was one of them I thought was so bad that it was like embarrassing. I don't remember which one. There's been so many of these now. It was a video game, yeah. It was like something because they're all re-blank now. And one of them was really bad, and I don't remember which one. It was like at the time I thought this is so bad.
I don't know. Rebrushed is a little pained.
It's a
Is
little
it
forced.
rebrushed?
It's kind of cute.
Rebrush, maybe like repainted. I don't know.
Repainted would have been better.
Repainted?
Actually, what are they doing?
I mean, no, I think that one's kind of been taken.
By whom? Honeymoon with whom? Sorry.
I mean, depends on who you're asking. That has.
What do you mean
like,
depends?
funny
I'm asking you. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
There was that series of like streams where they basically edit like Nintendo games.
What? When did this happen?
Oh, game. Oh.
Yeah, games repainted.
Games repainted. Oh. You think that'd be a
Like,
genuine
imagine making-
conflict of interest?
That could be. And like, imagine you're like looking at. All right, let me look up repaint game, Mickey Mouse repaint the game, and then you kind of see
True.
like Buff Riku out in the search results.
True. You're right. Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like Rugrats re-diapered.
Rugrats re-diapered. Oh, Rugrats re-soiled. You know.
That's bad, and I hate you for saying it. And I don't want to talk. And I don't want to talk to you ever again.
That's perfect Rugrat humor. Come on.
Super
Rugrats
Mario Bros. Re-retroed.
Retro.
Yeah.
Grandpa has been re-retroed. What am
Oh,
I gonna
repack!
do?
It was repack. Pac-Man World repack is
Repack?
pretty bad.
I guess so. I get it's.
Pack is bad.
It's kind of like repackaged. Like I could see.
No,
I
that's
guess
not
you don't
right.
want to call a game repackaged because that sounds. I feel like
Sounds
that
like
has
it's-
like different connotations. Like you're slapping something together. Yeah, repack.
They could call a
Yes.
Sonic remake like Sonic Rerun. That'd be pretty good.
Oh.
Rerun. That'd be. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what their
Clever.
game's been feeling like whenever we have Green Hill Zone coming back. Yeah.
What about the Monsters Inc. Scream Arena?
Reballed.
Monster Inc. Reball.
Rescream.
Rebound.
Rebound. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, where's like what were those games? NBA Jam Rebound.
Mm,
That'd be pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Super Mario re-mushroomed.
Super Mario Rise of the Mushrooms is coming to Nintendo Switch.
That's gonna be the direct leak.
Boop, boop.
Did you hear there was a recent Kirby leak? It was called like Kirby and the Celestial
Yes.
Stars.
Wait,
Yes,
really?
I saw that.
What? Huh?
Yeah, I don't think
It's
it's
fake.
real,
It's fake. It's
Oh.
very fake.
Oh, everyone
Yeah.
knows it's fake.
but I just think Kirby and the Celestial Stars, if you're making a fake leak, that's such a funny name. It's literally Kirby's Stars of the Stars. In
It's
Japan,
always-
it'd be called Kirby of the Stars Star.
Okay, fake Nintendo Direct leaks are always this. Kirby is like a star themed name. It's always like Kirby and the Star and the Star Sky, and then Zelda's always like something of darkness. Like it's like Zelda like Kingdom of Darkness, and then Mario's like Super Mario Koopa Chaos, and then the Donkey Kong's like Donkey Kong Banana Craziness.
I mean, Donkey Kong, but that's just how they name Monkey Ball games. Like,
I guess that's
legitimately now. Monkey Ball, Banana.
Monkey Ball has
Blowout.
this
Banana
game.
Mania.
It's always some shit
I
like
wa- what was-
Kremlin Chaos.
You could replay elite. I mean, that's so pained. I think it's like funny. Like that's kind of the joke. Like
they know
it's
they know what they're
so much.
doing.
That cheeky British
Right.
humor.
You know, like that's the same developers that made Banjo Tooie.
Mm.
That's such a I sometimes I don't even think about like that name, just like kind of like horror it is, but it's really funny.
Yeah.
Banjo Tooie, awesome.
Yeah. They should. They would have Banjo Kazooie retweeted.
Me too.
Banjo.
Super Mario
there.
Koopa Trouble. That's such a like a fake direct. I love that because like that's such like an actual fake direct name leak. Like Super Mario Koopa Trouble. Like you go up to the counter. Yeah, can I get one copy of Super Mario Koopa Trouble? Imagine saying that shit.
Oh.
You're gonna get bullied and kicked out of the store.
Mario games don't ever do like 2 words in like subtitles. It's always gonna be like Mario 1 word, Super Mario 1 word afterwards, like Super Mario Odyssey,
Right.
Super
gotta be really
Mario
simple.
Wonder. It's gotta be very simple.
Sunshine.
It's like
Yeah.
the Frozenization of video game titles. You know how like all the Disney titles are 1 word now. Because Sonic
But-
does that too now.
Oh.
Like Sonic Superstars, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Forces, Sonic Generations.
Hmm.
Mario's
doing that for a while.
Mario's always done that though. It's always been like Super Mario World, Super Mario 64.
I guess you don't want to overcomplicate something that works. You know,
I think the only exception is 6 golden coins as a subtitle.
that's crazy.
It's the one
Yeah,
time they're like, we can be a
true.
little silly with this one.
We could be a little adventurous.
Oh, 3D
Right.
Land. Never mind. They did 2 words once. It was 3D Land
Oh.
and 3D
Oh.
Land.
3D Land.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Greeny Land.
And Super Mario Universe. It's always the other one. It's Super Mario.
Yeah.
People were they can't ever use that name now because they can't let like fake leaks win. They can't make a Super Mario Universe ever.
Oh
They
my
have
god.
Galaxy. They have Galaxy.
Hey, Seep, did you ever watch or play anything this week?
No, we can skip me. I don't think I did, honestly.
I think I did. I don't remember what I did. You like
Awesome, Brian.
give me like half a second to think about it to see if I
Yeah,
remember
what
if I
children's
watched.
movies have released in the past 2 weeks?
Okay, well I don't know why you're being so mean to me all of a sudden, like for no
I'm
reason
being-
whatsoever.
Last week you talked about Despicable Me 4. So.
Hey, I talked about the new M. Night Shyamalan movie last week.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I did
Yeah,
watch
well-
that
Yeah,
since
actually.
then.
Did you
Oh,
like
wait
it?
a minute.
That is a funny movie.
It is.
It's Shyamalan's movies have such a like specific way of like having everyone overact.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
I love when Lee does like fake sad. It was like I was just so scared.
Hi. I love his like fake being nice face too. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, I was just wondering, could I go in the back over there? Thanks.
It's no big deal. I can't.
you know the butcher? That crazy psychopath going around murdering people?
I love the.
Oh, what's the one that's like Coraline?
I love the mid-credit scene for that movie with that character. He's
Oh
like,
yeah. I love that because I think you could have like I maybe like a more tactful director. I mean, not to be rude, would have just like you all you needed kind of was like, you know, this is like spoilers. All you needed was like the reaction from the guy at the end. You
yeah.
kind of get what's happening.
Mhm.
But they extended a little more. We were just like, no, he's acting like the video where the guy finds out that Brian Griffin died on Family Guy. That's the exact acting he's doing. Like, no, oh no, I helped that guy. Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw
I
a
love
tweet
that.
that was like JD Vance at, like the Democratic like rally or something happening, and it was like a tweet that was like that guy like it's all a trap for him. That was funny.
I want to find the Coraline one. That's the one. I
Okay, wait, no. Lou sent it to me, so I can send it to you.
I
Okay,
want to see it.
I'll
Yes.
post it here. Yeah,
I have
there
it.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
You gotta read this out loud.
It's me.
Yeah, you do it.
You know
You're good.
Coraline, the freaking bored girl that goes around counting all the windows and everything blue? Well, the other mother or whatever heard she's going to the other world, so she set up a trap for her. This whole other world, it's a trap. It's a great joke for anyone who's seen the trailer to M. Night Shyamalan's Trap.
I think I told the story
Uh,
about this last podcast. I felt really bad for laughing in the theaters so much. I was worried, like I
Yeah.
was worried I was the only one doing it because I was laughing a lot, like hands and face, like laughing hard at moments, and then like the people next to us were laughing too. At some point, I'm like, okay, we all kind of get the vibe of this. We're all in the same boat here.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
it's a thriller. It's you laugh, you cry, you tense up, maybe you scream.
I think they were intentionally trying to be funny at some points. Like the scenes like that other mom character, like they knew what they were doing. They was a little silly. They knew they were being a little silly.
Right. Yeah. It's not like a dead serious, like, murder movie or something.
No, you're meant to giggle a bit.
It's a fun movie. It's a very fun movie. I do recommend it.
Well, do we want to take some questions from our YouTube members?
Oh, I also want to say I saw Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah, but I hate
pretty much
Marvel, so
3
you
weeks
can't
ago,
talk
so.
about it.
Aw.
Fair
I'm just kidding.
enough.
If you want to talk about it, you can. I was kidding. I was kidding.
No, it's fine.
It was fine. It was
fun.
It was fun. It was also very I guess kind of sweet for them to look back at their Fox Marvel production at the end.
All the failed things. Yeah, it's a very
Yes.
I saw it too. It's a very, I mean, the Deadpool, I've kind of said, like, I didn't think they would even make another one. So the fact that they did was just kind of like, oh, it's just kind of a nice surprise. It's just kind of has fun. It's just a fun.
And it made a reference to, it even had a reference to one of Lou's favorite movies of all time. The Greatest Showman. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
The Greatest Showman.
There was a reference because of Hugh Jackman. He plays
Right.
Wolverine. So I know Lou loves The Greatest Showman. It's her favorite musical. So yeah, that's a
Was
little
that the
bit
one-
of a factoid today.
Was that the one that she said he ruined it?
Couldn't be.
Hugh Jackman,
Couldn't
bless
be.
his heart. He wants to be a little dancing musical man so bad, but he's not very good at it. That's the general opinion I think a lot of people have.
I mean,
Really? Oh man.
He's
so
just,
funny.
I mean,
he's just not very good at it. It's the unfortunate truth.
Lou saying no. Lou, that's your
I mean-
favorite musical. You can't hide the facts.
oh,
That's
okay,
truth.
I see.
That's
It's their
true.
favorite musical, along with their favorite show, We Baby Bears,
Yeah.
and her favorite episodes of Family Guy, where the clam gang gets around the table and tells.
Wait, she's here.
Oh no.
Hey.
Everyone strap in for
Lou,
our
hey,
3-hour
welcome.
episode today.
I
Lou just joined the call.
I fucking hate The Greatest Showman with
Hey,
every passion of my being.
That's
this
not
is
true.
the greatest show.
No, you love it. Come
Yeah,
on,
see,
you
listen,
love
no,
it.
it's so bad. It's so bad. It's a really bad musical. I don't know how it made that much money. I don't know why everyone pretends like
Well,
it's really
Zendaya was
good.
Michi, isn't it?
I can't believe these words you're saying to me.
It's a good point.
So bad. There's a point in the movie where like it's P.T. Barnum is a kid and it's like a kid actor and he's like, when I grow up I'm gonna be rich and famous so I can woo my love interest who is like, like a 30-year-old actor or whatever. And like it cuts to the future and it's like Hugh Jackman, 50-something-year-old man, like I'm just a high school graduate wanting to ask your daughter's hand in marriage, and this like way younger actress looking like they couldn't get somebody for that part of the movie.
It's
I just
Cupcake
don't
Ruth's crazy
understand.
sister.
I'm so angry that you would even imply that. Like I had to come in. I'm sorry. I fucking hate that.
Lou
movie.
had to defend her own honor.
I do.
Alright,
Like
fair
you can't
enough.
just say stuff like this about me. It's gonna ruin my like musical cred.
You know what?
Fine.
Good news, everyone. She didn't say anything. She didn't say any of the Family Guy episodes where the clam gang gathers around and tells three
Yeah,
stories.
we're in the clear,
True.
folks. We're in
No,
the
I
clear.
fucking hate those.
But you like Wee Baby Bears though, right?
No, I don't like
You
that
don't?
either. No, I
Lou.
don't.
Do you like
do not
anything? Lou? I mean, you don't have to be ashamed of what
Yeah.
you like. You can be
No,
honest.
you're just listing things that I have a distaste for.
Everyone sing. You don't like that?
I love Sing.
I
We know
didn't
that.
mention Sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
I
the
love-
other day you told me you didn't like it though anymore.
No, that's not true. I love Sing. I love Sing and I love
Where
Sing
did the
too.
love go?
Oh,
Lou? Where did the
Lou.
love go?
Where is the love? Who can I turn to?
There is exactly one fun musical number in The Greatest Showman, and it's
this
the
is where I
only
want to be.
song. It's the only song that you like can't take away from the context of the movie, if that makes sense. It's like
Oh.
Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron are like singing in a
Is it
bar.
that movie?
Yes, he sure is. He's Zendaya's love interest.
He's Zendaya's Michi's love interest.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
and
this.
he's like he has to get over his racism so that he can be with her.
Oh, Zach.
We've all
No.
been there.
But he didn't. He dated his girlfriend in high school, and she was a beautiful Mexican.
I love High School Musical.
Me too. I also love High School Musical. See,
When
I
are we
like
gonna-
things. I'm not
Yeah.
a curmudgeon. I don't dislike everything
Oh,
I watch. I just have high
I only like
standards.
things made before 2010.
That's
I
not
bet that's
true.
what you said.
That's not. I
Yeah.
just said I liked things.
Oh, the sunlight used to be a different color. Anyone notice that?
What is this
Talking about?
He's been doing this all episode. He loves
I
this
just
joke.
keep thinking about people in like subreddits who are adamant that like the universe used to look different and it was better and more nostalgic when they were
Remember
kids.
when you were a kid and the sky was purple all the time? Wasn't that crazy?
Oh, didn't
Yeah.
playgrounds just used to look like this and now they don't look like this anymore?
Remember
Didn't they
when
used to look
playgrounds
so
had
much
swing
bigger?
sets and then they don't have
Oh.
swing sets anymore?
Remember
Gen
when
Z
the
you wouldn't
cartoons?
get
milk
this.
made you feel better? Remember when mommy's kisses would help your boo-boos feel better?
Remember when your
Remember
mother
once-
had magical healing powers? Now she's lost those.
I
because
feel
of
like no
clothes.
mothers have magical healing powers anymore. What happened? What
I
happened
feel
in the
like they
90s?
stopped putting SpongeBob on the TV.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened to
Why did they-
SpongeBob?
I can't believe they canceled SpongeBob. Ed, Edd n Eddy's been canceled for years, dog.
It's been.
That's why I'm confused.
God. God.
Oh.
Every time I see like a tweet, somehow my timeline like is like mad about Steven Universe still. I just think about like someone quote retweeting like one of those ones like Steven Universe has been off the air for a long time now.
Yeah. Oh man.
Remember
Anyway, I just
nap
had to defend
time?
myself. I
Wait,
will be
wait.
leaving now. What?
Lou, did you play anything fun this week or?
This is not my show.
Well, you
Didn't
sure
have-
stroll in here like it is.
You know what? I'm gonna take my stings. I'm gonna pack them into a little bindle.
Oh, Lou,
I'm gonna
come
walk
on.
away, and
No,
I'm gonna
Lou.
sadly look back and
Don't
make
act
sure you're
like the
watching
victim
me.
here. Come on.
No, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
king, and you can
But we were talking about we were talking about your favorite video game as well, Overwatch.
Oh. Do not get me
Anyway,
started
bye,
on
Lou.
that game. Bye.
The fact that Luke can't
Right.
argue with that.
I'm loving chat right
That's
now. By
the
the
one.
way, remember nap time? Remember night lights? Remember recess and juice box and graham crackers?
It's really funny.
Where's-
We want to take questions from the YouTube members now.
Yes, we
They're,
do.
no,
Okay.
those are questions. Remember nap time?
Remember
Yeah.
fun facts of movies and their Easter eggs? I do. I have a question here from Lou that I think is very targeted towards you, our dear guest, Cupcake Ruth.
Oh,
Crab
yes.
Cake Ruth.
Oh yeah.
Lou?
Thoughts on current state of TF2?
Oh, you know what? It was bad for like a moment, but they actually fixed it. They fixed it.
Cool.
Like I know we were like, oh, they fixed it,
Yeah.
and then it went bad, and then they fixed it again. So
I
it's
saw-
it's actually playable.
I saw a tweet
Um,
from someone who was like, they were able to go through every single map in the game and not find a single bot. So
Yeah, it actually is playable now. You know, if you ever want to
Sure
hop in a
CI.
man versus machine, we can do that.
Yeah.
But also in other TF2 news, like there was finally news about the final TF2 comic.
that was like 2
Which
months
is-
ago. We talked about
Yeah.
that.
Good. Oh,
Yeah.
good. It's been in forever limbo, so I'm glad there's actually something. I'm glad it exists. You know, I'm glad it's it's a concept that exists, and that there's proof of it.
Yeah, I-
Yeah.
Kinda nice.
There was like a screenshot of like the panel, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
they're skeletons.
Yeah, they're all dead, but you know, you
We'll
live
see
and
how
you
that
learn.
goes.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They've
Ma-
been through worse.
My
Um,
general opinion on TF2 right now is I don't, how do I word this? I don't think the game really needs more quote unquote content at all. There
Yeah.
is so much
I
stuff
agree.
in that game. I don't think it needs a major update ever again, really, for
Yeah.
being honest.
Yeah.
The only thing I want from the game at this point is like one more like touching things up kind of patch. Like, oh, there's a few problems with this weapon, maybe touch it up a bit, or oh, there's
Mhm.
like a visual bug we have never really fixed, touch that
Yeah.
up. I know there's like a thing people want like to be able to call out snipers. That might be good to add as like a final like thing to add to the game. I don't know,
Yeah.
just stuff like
Yeah.
that. I don't think the game needs any more weapons or maps. There's so much shit in that game.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm someone who has played that game like since I was 11 years old. So that's been like I don't even know how long ago I've been playing that game. And I agree. And what's really fun about just the community is like the voice actors are also just still so into it. Like they made this is like last year. They made like a whole bunch of like videos like acting in character, and they were like really cute about it. It's like super fun, and like it's just good. It's just good to see them like all hang out and like go to
Yeah.
cons together still, and like and the heavy medic voice actors are like so into the ship of the heavy medic. Like they are like all in on it. It's so fun.
I think
Anyway.
like the thing I hear is like when you make something, people like sometimes get sort of like, oh, are people gonna get weird if they see our yaoi? I think the guys who like worked on regular show just said like, we're just happy people care about the characters. This means people care about the characters if they're doing this. That's how what I think about. I do think it's interesting, though. Valve has suddenly taken like a really weird like interest in the series all of a sudden again. Like they did the bots thing. They're putting the characters in the awesome upcoming game Funko Fusion for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they're finishing the comic. This is suddenly a lot of
I
weird
know.
like focus on the game all of a sudden.
Right.
Maybe they're preparing for a TF2 sequel, Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms, yes.
And then it's
TF2
like
Brothers
that
in
one.
Arms.
That reminds me of like that one text image of like someone drew like brothers in arms, and it kind of just looks like two penises.
Okay. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully, good things come from
But-
TF2.
Yeah, hopefully it
Ryan-
continues to be itself, but better.
You see,
Hope we see that comic come out because I loved the
Yeah.
comics.
Oh yes,
I
absolutely.
like religiously read them back in 2017, and it was great. So.
I just wanted to ask you, just to be like straight up, did anyone ask about live action Doofenshmirtz, Disneyland actor?
let me double check.
Oh, someone did earlier.
Maybe in
Someone
chat.
did.
Nobody in the Discord did though.
Oh,
We could talk about
Yeah.
that very briefly at the end. There's a few we got like actual good questions this week, and I want to take advantage of it.
Okay, true. Fair,
This is from Angular. Thoughts on Donald Duck's recent appearance in Hot Ones, and also what other cartoon character would you want to see there?
oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
That's a good like character
Finn and
listing kind of
Jake.
thing we could do.
oh, that would be fun.
Finn and Jake and Mordecai and Rigby.
I think
feel
John.
like I think Jake the dog specifically, voiced by John DiMaggio. I think
Yeah.
that's an easy. I think he would Jake or like Bender. I think he would absolutely.
He
be
would eat it
involved with
up.
that.
He would eat that shit. He is so good at fake crying.
Yes, he is. I can just imagine either one of those characters just like screaming and like crying and being overwhelmed stuff.
The Donald Duck one, we had to get the obvious thing out of the way. They didn't really credit the animators on that, which sucks
yeah.
ass. It's unfortunate, especially with the strikes going on. I feel like I would not feel responsible talking about how fun and cute the short was if I didn't mention that first, and how the people who made that short possible did not get the credit they deserved.
And
It
they're
sucks.
gonna die alone.
That's not what I said, but yes, it is very unfortunate, and they deserve
no,
all the
it's-
critique they've gotten for that. But that being said, it was very cute. It was very
Yeah.
Donald. It's one of those things you watch where I was like, oh man, Donald Duck is like a funny character.
Oh, I love Donald Duck. Oh, I'm so happy he was a guest on Hot Ones.
He should get his own like
And-
freaking feature film,
Yeah.
the Donald movie.
I really like when like the host said something to him like about his like Walk of Fame star, and he just responds with like, "Shut up, Sean."
Yeah, he said like you like paid to have that installed or something.
And he just replies with "Shut up, Sean." And I think that's probably the moment since like Donald Duck is like the best of those like Disney like main guys. He's just such, like he's like such a like
He keeps
awful
it
guy.
real.
Yeah.
He's a real one.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I like Sean Evans, host of Hot Ones, his like acting alongside Donald Duck. I love that
Right.
specific wavelength of like, well, hey Donald, I have another question here for you. Like he's just very like, I don't know. He's got a big smile on his face.
I, I did love the
I mean, I would
question:
too.
Are Huey, Dewey, Louie in your will? I heard you remove them.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh. Yeah, I
yeah.
remember that.
That was pretty
I
good.
would too.
I was a little disturbed by because they're eating like freaking like nuggets or something. Donald, he doesn't chew on any of them.
He doesn't
And-
know. He just swallows them
Mm.
whole.
He just feels like,
Yeah, he eats them
Oh,
whole.
time for
Yeah,
it.
that,
I can't do a voice. He's like, oh, time for another nuggy. And he
I
just
mean, if
throws it
anything,
down his throat.
that's kind of how like ducks like eat. So
Yeah.
He would-
I guess so.
Is
Wouldn't that
Donald
make
Duck-
it like worse?
Is Donald Duck low key the throat goat?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
yeah, we've been saying this for years. Aiden's been saying this for years.
If it's low key, then it's very low key.
Anyway, I like that Mickey made an appearance too.
Oh yeah.
Why is
That
he
was
like his
cool.
why is he like his like husband in that short for some reason?
This is caretaker. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe Donald Duck is just such a liability to just send out in the world that you need
True.
someone on standby to be
Yeah.
like
Right.
like a PR saver. Like Mickey
I
Mouse could
mean-
save any situation.
You remember in DuckTales cartoon where it said that he has a therapist who says he's just like he really needs help.
I mean, yeah, he's seen the guy
yeah.
like freak out, get angry over stuff.
Hmm.
I'm thinking of like cartoon guys I would want to see on Hot Ones. I feel like Homer is the single most obvious one ever. Is just
Oh,
get
yeah.
Homer Simpson on
Oh
there.
my god.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, that kind of that's both realistic and also desirable, I think.
Right? Like you could just envision it perfectly in your head, like already.
Mm.
Oh, that beautiful like specialized animations that they'd give for Homer having a spicy attack.
Yeah.
You know they'd go full like season 35 fluid animation on that.
Oh, you know who they would probably do realistically too, because like they already got the Disney. They'd probably get fucking Doofenshmirtz on there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Well, didn't
True.
Gravity Falls creator also like be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's interesting that cartoon characters can be on Hot Ones.
Grunkle
So maybe-
Stan's another one I think
maybe
makes a
we'll-
lot of sense.
we'll get- yeah.
I'm
be so
gonna,
fun.
I'm gonna eat this little hot thing. They're gonna let Alex or shoot that thing where he doesn't have a script. He just goes, I'm gonna eat the hot thing. Okay, here I go. Oh, it's so hot. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Gru.
I
think Gru would be on there.
I don't know. I feel like
No, it'd be a minion. The minions are
Oh,
true.
absolutely.
I think it would be the minions. I think Gru would be a little. I'm just imagining like an Illumination human animation. Like he couldn't be like he couldn't be too wacky. About
right.
it.
Okay.
Right. The minions are
I
like
think-
wacky enough and like they'd make everyone chuckle.
Yeah.
they got it.
Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force barely animated.
Oh my god, that would be perfect.
All right. What's this shit? You trying to kill me? I'm imagining
Oh.
they get Hermes from Futurama on, and like none of them do anything to him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a funny
like that.
bit.
He's like, needs to be a bit spicy.
So he gets to the last one, like, I didn't really feel anything.
Yeah. He brings out his own hot sauce. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine they make a joke like, oh, the Caucasians can never handle this.
Yeah. 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 I don't know. Maybe like. Oh, like what if like movie Sonic was on Hot Ones?
It would be like their only marketing for the third movie.
Movie
Sonic
Sonic
making
on Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Sonic, I hear you have a movie out. That's like they're gonna like ask about the new movie as like one of the last pressing questions when they're overheating and he can barely respond. So he doesn't say anything about it.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Yeah. You should add Donkey Kong. I'm imagining any Nintendo character on that show. It's like
Jeez.
so lame that it'd be funny. Like
No,
what would
okay.
Mario do?
I'm
He
imagining
turns
like
into Fire Mario.
He would
it's
do that screech that he does when he like hits the lava, you know?
but my
Right.
mind is like telling me it wouldn't be movie Donkey Kong, it'd just be game Donkey Kong. And like when he gets to the last
That's what I
sauce,
thought.
he just smashes like the host's head in, like he gets so mad. He just goes,
Yeah. And he goes, "Whoa, calm down, Donkey Kong."
I wonder if Yoshi was on there and he's like, bang.
Oh, Yoshi's got to be on there to promote the second Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, true.
True.
Oh
He's
my
the
god,
epic
yeah.
post-credits character.
Yeah, exactly that.
They got like Arnold from Hey Arnold on. He was just like, "Ow, whoa, so spicy!"
Arnold from Hey Arnold.
Like he has like really lame reactions. Like, "Oh wow,
Yeah,
oh that's really spicy."
they should bring Gerbert on Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be voicing Gerbert?
Wow, look at all these chicken wings.
Oh my god, this is gonna be.
I don't know.
This is
I-
like the job that you were talking about. Huh? This is the job you were talking about, right, Steve?
Yeah, I can't have anything to confirm, but if the fans like the idea, I don't know. What do the fans think? These are not
Oh, that's-
animated characters, but what if like AJ and Big Justice were on Hot Ones? Wouldn't that be awesome?
What?
They'd get like they'd pour the hot sauce on the Costco chicken bake.
Oh, the Costco guys. It took me a
Yeah,
second.
the Costco guys. Yeah.
Well, Costco guys. Of course, we put hot sauce on the hot wings.
Of course we can handle the 9 million Scoville hot sauce. Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
Have we
what if they
listed enough
got-
characters yet?
What if they
Oh,
got like
we
a
don't know.
awesome like Gojo from JJK and none of the hot sauce affected him because
Oh
he's
my
so
God.
awesome.
He's so
What
awesome.
anime
It's like-
character would be on Hot Ones?
He'll be like, nah, I survive.
Oh my gosh. Oh, like Denji could totally like tank all the hot sauces. Your
Goku would-
fave could never.
Goku would eat it all in one bite. and-
No, I bet Monkey D. Luffy could handle way more Scoville hot sauce than Goku could.
No, actually, I think Goku would beat everyone.
This
Oh yeah,
tweet-
well.
This conversation's
Sorry.
reminded me of like a tweet idea I had. It was like
Oh,
people
yeah?
people get really mad about like if you put Kirby into power scaling situations
Oh
to
my
make him really
gosh.
strong because they say they don't take it seriously and then they do. And I just thought it'd be really funny to be like, well, what if they were having a strawberry eating contest? Then Kirby would win.
Ooh.
Like you always think about them
That's
killing each
true.
other. They're always thinking about them killing each other. But what if like
Mm.
what if like Kirby and Sephiroth were like in the strawberry eating contest? There's no way Sephiroth could eat that many strawberries.
I mean,
There's
that-
just no
that is the-
way.
That is the
so funny to
ultimate-
picture.
It's the ultimate like deconstruction of power scaling conversation. How that's such a like narrow and arbitrary thing to focus on, but people like treat it as like the ultimate value of a character. How good they are at
Right.
killing each other.
Yeah, we just
Uh,
gotta make it about eating strawberries.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Then Kirby would also
Right.
obviously win.
that's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, couldn't handle that.
I think I made a tweet about that once. Like I was like, Hulk and Sonic could not eat as many strawberries as Sonic. That was like my stance.
It's like one of your
Power
key
scalers?
points.
Power scalers are kind of like us. Like we list characters, but if we were angry all the time,
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
it's like that's basically what it is.
Hmm.
You're not
They're
wrong.
starting
Is the
trailers, they're
thing.
killing each other. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
they need to
correct.
focus more on like Goku and Monkey D. Luffy like starting trailers. That'd be awesome.
I feel like if you get angry at power scaling, you don't deserve to talk about it. Like you're a little too close to it.
If
You're
you're
mad about it.
if you're getting like unironically mad about like the notion of like Bugs Bunny defeating like your favorite anime guy, you're too deep in and you gotta
Yeah,
calm down a
you're
bit.
in it for all the wrong reasons
Mhm.
at that
True,
point.
true.
have-
Right.
You're supposed to you're supposed to say like, yeah, I guess Uncle Grandpa could like summon an extra Uncle Grandpa clone from off screen and come back just fine.
Like if you're getting mad at that shit, you're too deep in. You gotta take a step back and like breathe in and out.
You gotta hang out with
Mm.
your family.
Yeah,
Please.
you gotta like
gotta-
Please.
call your mom and see what she's up
Watch
to.
watch
that
a
day.
movie for adults. Just one.
turn the thing on for like a few hours. Like just sit down and like watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think doing Looney Duels has made us more like power scalers? Maybe, but I feel like we're like nonsense though. We love that shit. Like there could be another like Uncle Grandpa there.
Right.
Right.
I want to throw my hat in the ring for the Hot Ones power scaling.
Okay,
Who do you think's winning?
Kudarun.
from Precure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, he's
Is that a
kind
known
of
trait?
he's kind of a white seal.
Right.
Would Kudarun survive the like 9 million Scoville like hottest pepper
I think Kururu wouldn't get into the second round.
Oh,
He
why do you
did-
just want him to suffer? Do you like him or hate him?
I love him. I love Kururu.
We're all he/him and Kuru, and that is objectively not his pronouns.
Well, I don't know.
You're still doing it.
I
don't
think
know.
it's you guys. You don't. They're
Don't
only
I didn't do it.
His pronouns.
official
I've been
media.
calling them they.
Yeah, official media only uses they/them for Kuru, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And same for Rosemary.
Okay, we got
Um,
a non-binary seal character.
Alpha Null says, "Remember how Sunlight used to look different?" Okay. Who's the one more really good one? We'll do one more before we end off. We got some good ones.
I
for
think
this time.
Laura will have the same reaction to the hot ones as Donald did.
No, Laura wouldn't even make it past round one.
You're
Ray
right.
Reviewer wants us to talk a bit about Crash 5 because a video just dropped and like all the things about it. That just came out and I haven't finished the video yet, so I can't give my opinions
Right.
on everything.
Oh.
And I'm
I-
like kind of banned from digital gaming public area,
You
so
mention this every time.
yeah, and I'm not gonna let it go.
So no,
Oh.
okay. I just want to say, I think it's a bummer Toys for Bob got really chucked around like that. That being said, I need to be perfectly honest here for a second. I was listening to like what it was going to be about. Like I was like really like excited, like bummed, like they didn't end up making it. Like the idea they had was so good and so clever, and like it is so perfect. Like Crash's like weird, like zany surrealness. It was going to be you go to the evil school. Like Cortex went to, and all the levels were going to be like the psyche of the villains. Like you go inside their minds, and like
Oh
the
my
levels
God.
would be like you going inside them. And I think that's genius. That's so good. That's like so much like comedy and character potential there. It's so good. And then they got to the point of the video where like, but then later in development, they added a multi-dimensional portal where you go to the Spyro world, and I kind of groaned. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of
Aw.
it's such this perfect concept like for a Crash Bandicoot game, just so well thought out, so clever,
Yeah.
just like so perfect. And then like at the last second, I was like, oh, then you go to the Spyro world. I'm like, okay,
I feel like
well,
what
that's
you're- what you're
nonsense.
I feel like what you're describing sounds like every plot leak for the next MCU Spider-Man movie, where there's like a battle between what it's gonna be about. Like Sony really wants it to be like a multiverse movie where they bring back Toby and Andrew.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And Marvel just wants it to be about like Kingpin and Daredevil or whatever.
Right.
But
No,
that,
yeah.
so would it have just been like in the third act or something? Just you go to
I-
the
the
Spiral
way-
world as like a bonus
I-
level.
I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know if like they changed. The way it sounded like is like it started as that Crash going to like the Cortex evil school, and you would go to like Cortex's mind and Embryo's mind and like Nina's brain, and you would learn a lot about them, and like there would be like a lot of like surreal imagery and stuff. And then apparently development ideas got bigger, and they added the multi-dimensional portal, and like they were going to be like, oh, the dragons get possessed by like feathers and it makes them evil thing. So I think at some point they just shifted the idea
I see.
like completely, and I don't know, like if it was just that original idea, I'd be devastated because like that original idea is so good. It is like such like a good cartoon premise for Crash. But I think they keep trying to make Spyro like a Crash character, and I think it's stupid. I guess I don't know.
You think so? I mean, they have some history like that.
They do,
together.
but it'd be like if you made Sonic like a character in the Mario universe to me.
Right.
It'd just
I
be
can
kind of
see it.
lame.
That kind of does sound like they just want to make both, but they only they were only insured to make one game,
Hmm.
so they just wanted to make the most of it. Maybe they saw the writing on the
Right.
wall where things were headed.
And to be clear, yeah,
Which
this
is
game was only development for literal months. They didn't make they made like one 3D area to test things out in. That's it.
Oh,
Man,
well.
that's a shame. I mean, and that's just the latest on what's happened with Crash. Like, there's nothing else that we know of that's being planned with it.
To my knowledge, no. I think it's I keep seeing things like Spyro 5 might be happening or Spyro 4. I don't know what they're on. I don't know what's happening with any of those. I don't know.
Spyro
I feel like Spyro and Crash are always getting like, oh, there's a new one coming for sure this year. Kind of leaks.
Remember,
And
there's gonna be a Spyro movie.
Right.
you remember that? There was
Maybe.
rumors about that for years. That never happened. Oh, yeah. Maybe they're destined for obscurity like that.
I think a lot of I was thinking about this. Like, sorry to keep saying I was thinking about this. A lot of things. I think a lot of people who own like mascot platformer characters want that success that Mario and Sonic has, like that absurd success, like that huge success
appeal, immediate
Yeah.
recognizability.
Yeah.
and they're not satisfied with just being like regular popular. And I think Crash suffers from that really badly. They weren't satisfied with the 5 million sales Crash 4 got. I think Capcom has that with Mega Man too. I think internally at Capcom, they're like really angry. Mega Man is like considered like a big deal in gaming, but his sales never reflect that. I don't think they're very satisfied with him just being like the regular amount of popular. Crash and Mega Man need to be in Mario and Sonic tier, or we won't make any more games for them. Kind of situation is what's going on, and I think that dooms a lot of mascot platformers.
And you know what's the funny part is?
Yeah,
What?
Sonic, as much as Sonic, it's like the rival to Mario. Like he's kind of has like a lot of infamy, and yet he's still here. They're still going with him. They still rely on him.
yeah. I mean, like Sonic is like second to Mario in terms of sales usually, but like even like Kirby is like never a record breaker, and like they've never had any problems. Like they keep just making Kirby games.
Right.
Yeah.
It's also helped by like it's done by like a second party studio.
Well, I more mean like just like Kirby's like a mascot jumpy character who hasn't like doesn't like get like 10 million sales every time. It gets like 1 million to 2 million.
Well, Kirby has like the Nintendo name like under him, so it's like
Nintendo is way more.
Being easily marketable.
I mean, like Nintendo's way more chill with like casual successes. They like I mean, like they still make WarioWare games. Like every other studio would have given up WarioWare in seconds. They still make WarioWare.
They haven't bought out like 11 studios and subsumed them all into one branch to be working on one Mario game every 10 years.
John, I see you in chat. I'm not inherently against the idea of Spyro and Crash getting a crossover. My bigger problem is that they had a really good original idea and then they made it into a crossover thing, which I don't think is as interesting. I don't think it's inherently like awful. I just think it'd be a little silly if they had this great idea and then they just didn't go with it for a crossover thing. And then also this would be Spyro's big return to like gaming again after Remakes, is like being a character in a Crash game, basically. That's my only thought. So I'm not inherently against the idea. I would want Crash that idea and then Spyro 4 first before we got that, personally.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think it's
like it would be better as like a cameo concept than like a full-on part of the game.
I would want the game later.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, like, I also want to point out, it's also would be a funny callback to when like Spyro randomly showed up and then like set Cortex on fire in like Twinsanity.
Right. Oh, you see, I don't care what you're doing, but he might. And an awesome Spyro the Dragon model breathes fire on the 3 villains.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't know.
No, he didn't. He was just there. Just there. Crash
Twinsanity that's funny.
Crash Twinsanity is a fucking. You would like Crash Twinsanity. It's just a fucking cartoon video game.
I've seen some of it. That's the game where like you have to work together and you like use Cortex as a weapon.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. That's a pretty funny game.
It's got fish. It's like the fish.
Yeah, I've seen that cutscene. I've seen some of the cutscene. Yeah.
All right.
Did y'all know Crash was a bandicoot?
And did you
Your
know
sister
that?
didn't
He was
know that.
Yeah, did you know that, Lou? Didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I'm very. I think I'm the one who had to tell Lou that. She was just like, "Hey, what kind of animal is Crash Bandicoot?" A lot of people say that. I mean, on one hand, I get that. Like, okay, I understand not being familiar with the specific animal of a bandicoot, but on the other hand, like, what did you think? What did you think? What did you think? You know. Like, what do you think that word was? You think they're just making up a silly, whimsical wombat? Yeah. Like,
Willy Wombat. I mean, he was called Willy Wombat at one
That's
point.
true.
She didn't know that
Okay.
crap. She wasn't deep in the weeds of like the cutting room floor.
I think a lot of like I think they just had a nebulous like obscure animal for Crash for so long, and they're like, okay, he's a bandicoot, I guess.
Yeah, just whatever marsupial.
Mm.
Like the same
Yeah.
way Sonic is just a hedgehog, and people didn't know what a hedgehog was until Sonic existed.
Well,
Supposedly.
Americans didn't know.
Really?
Americans
Right.
didn't know what a hedgehog was.
Oh.
I think in like England's there, because he's big there.
Over the
You see
pond.
hedgehogs all the time across the pond. Yeah,
Across the pond, we have hedgehogs everywhere.
there are hedgehogs abound. We eat them.
Well,
I remember.
Oh, go on.
I want to say I remember hearing like a rumor or like a tall tale about like in Japan they started adopting like raccoons as babies because the show made them popular.
Ooh.
What show?
Wow.
I don't know. That's why I call it a tall
I
tale.
mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I believe there's all kinds of stuff that happens like that.
I think it's like the equivalent. I think that tall tale is also equivalent, like people saying, believing the British Onion article about like the cook chair existing in Bluey.
Right.
You're obsessed with the Bluey cuck chair. You reference it
I
to me
don't,
all
I
the
don't
time.
even. Really?
We saw that at references just to explain like Asami and Precure.
We don't. We're like way too far on the end of the rope.
You know what? I'm gonna end this
Whatever's
show
going on
right.
there.
I'm gonna end this show right before 3 hours to make everyone mad. Do you have anything you want to promote before we end the show, Ruth?
Go subscribe to Cupcake Ruth. I'm still doing my Dungeon Meshi, watch.
You got a link to the
I'm
Cupcake Ruth
working.
channel?
I'm also Cupcake Ruth on Tumblr and Twitter. I'm working on my OC comic. It's fun times. It's about a pumpkin guy. He's pretty fun, and yeah.
I tried finding a
Sweet.
YouTube channel and I got so much Mass Singer. Did you know there was a cupcake on the Mass Singer who was Ruth Pointer?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
found your
Seeing that
channel.
now.
Oh, you got good views. Look at this is more than we
Yeah,
get.
so a while ago, like when I posted, it depends. Like some things like pop off. Like there's this one video that has like 11K views. Like my average views are like 300 to 400, and over time they get more. But then I have like that 11K one, and I'm like, how? And then I have one that's like, I have like a couple that are like 1.6. And maybe like a 2K one. So it's like, it's
Oh,
it's like,
2K
it
handy.
varies. Yes. It varies. But yeah, I'm growing it, and my goal is 500 subscribers. If you wanna press that subscribe button.
You're on your way.
I need to figure out what anime I'm gonna watch next, and
Nichijou.
yeah, I mean, I might put up a poll one day. You wanna be part of
Asumanga
that? Listen, I religiously watched that show when I was 10 years old. I've already seen it.
Watch it again.
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Asumanga Daioh is like popping up these
I
days.
love Azumanga Daioh. Oh my gosh, I made it like my whole personality when I was like 5th grade.
It's
I
having a
even like drew my own like manga, and I totally copied Azumanga Daioh.
Oh my god.
Like, I didn't copy like
You-
the characters. I copied like the uniform, and then like some story like plots that I stole, and I made it into my own OCs. It was just like such an innocent time. But anyway, yes, I did react to Amazing Digital Circus. That was before I got my hair cut, so it looks a little weird seeing myself with long hair.
Oh.
Did
And
you?
Like someone I know,
I
actually.
revived my YouTube channel because I didn't get some sort of like online giveaway prize, and I'm like, I need to talk about this. So I I made a 16-minute video about it. Then I'm like, I need to start posting videos again. So I started doing like reactions and stuff once I got like my webcam and like all of that fun stuff. So
That's
there's
awesome.
a lot coming. There's a lot coming. It's growing.
Yeah. All right.
Steadily.
Well, I'm gonna end the show right now so we don't hit 3 hours and make everyone mad.
yes.
And I'm not gonna talk about live with Doomshirts also make everyone mad. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody,
Bye.
for watching.
Bye.
Thank you.
Time
Don't
to go
leave
play
us.
Overwatch. Just kidding.
Love.
I'm gonna keep playing more Sonic Robo Blast as I've been doing during the stream.
My dad's